That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube, but view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Happy Monday out there. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Hello.
How are you on this lovely Monday?
Hey, I've been active this morning already.
Oh, you already an iced coffee in? Of course. They're really big, dude. I mean, you get the big ones. That's like bigger than like a Starbucks like venti. You got like a iced coffee bath there. I'm all jacked up. I'm Mountain Dew, Chip.
Yep. They came over and cleaned my pool, the roofers.
The
So
roofers
I'm good.
cleaned your pool?
Yeah, they got all the crap in there from the roof.
Oh.
And I tried to clean it up. I'm like, clean it up. And then
Like, do they hire a pool guy, or are you trusting the roofers?
they hired a pool guy because they showed up for that last check.
Of course.
And I was like, not until you clean my pool, player.
Good job. Leverage.
Look how early they came. 8:30
Ooh.
Monday morning. They come quick when it's time. Yeah.
Spot on, dude.
Yeah.
Spot
Yeah.
on.
That's crazy. So
hello, Frog Boy.
hey, welcome back.
Look who decided to show up to work
You know
today.
what? I'm a little insulted by Frog Boy.
What?
Look how clean cut he is for Detroit.
I know.
Well, you know.
I know. He looks like an absolute bum when he shows up to our show.
Marcos,
Well, I don't know if I'd say.
did you see the fist?
I don't think.
Marcos, did you see the fist?
I didn't. I did. I spent about a solid 17 hours in Detroit. I'm not gonna lie to you, just because it was very cold.
What?
It was very cold.
How cold was
and
it?
we get it. It was like 30. It wasn't anything too crazy.
30?
It was 30, dude. It was like 35.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Who the hell is standing up for a draft in 30-degree weather?
Yeah.
You had your Miami outfit?
Well, I bought a puffer jacket to go previously, but it was that weird thing where anytime you'd go inside, it'd be too warm. Anytime you're outside, it's
What are
too
you,
cold.
Goldilocks?
Yeah, I just needed it just right. If Detroit could just figure out the weather thing, that'd be cool.
So you were just there for a day?
Yeah, essentially, I flew up 8 in the morning, right? I arrived at 11 a.m., did some business stuff, and then got to my hotel at 2, which the hotel that I paid for, I pulled a Leroy, if I had to be honest. I essentially was in that hotel for a total of 3 hours before I just didn't use it again. Went back to the show area, had an excellent time performing, great shows, and then hanging out with, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this, Ronnie Brown. I don't know if you guys know Ronnie.
Why was Ronnie Brown in Detroit?
Brown. He's a friend of Channing.
No, I know he's friends, but why would he go to Detroit for Channing?
Well, the draft as well. There was random people. I ran into Brian McKinney on the plane, Nate Burleson in the it was I got to hear the whole ring, like children think your age correlates with how tall you are, and it was great, man. It was a lot of NFL people in the same area, and a lot of NFL fans too from different areas.
Well, yeah, it's the draft.
No, but it's Detroit.
I understand. But did you see it?
Hey,
There's 300,000 people there.
It was great.
Hey, check this out. You do realize that most of those people that was on those planes with you and that you met up with was getting a check for being there.
Yeah, I did see.
Okay, so the check does bring you to some ridiculous places.
For sure. Absolutely.
I once did an autograph signing in South Dakota.
Oof.
Wow.
For the Sioux Falls Skyforce?
No, but the crazy thing was they go, we put you up in our best hotel, and it was a Motel 6.
Oh,
fancy.
Luxury.
That's how small. That's how the town
Continental
was.
breakfast?
Huh?
Continental breakfast?
Man, look, I got there that morning. did the show. It was like 2 or 3 hours. They said, we're going to eat some dinner a bit down the road before you get out here in the morning. And they had to find me. I was gone.
Oh,
so I don't think I did a Marcos. I don't think I ever stayed. Listen, that hotel room was my bathroom. That's it.
Just in and out. Take care of business and then go take care of business.
And it was 30 degrees. I would have taken 30 degrees.
So did you bomb? How'd you do?
No, but I tell you what, they were not there to see me.
Wow.
Oh, Detroit was like, hey, buddy, where's Channing?
They can't deal with a little warm-up action?
They were
They're
not
feisty?
interested, dude. It's just it was very, you gotta impress me. And there were actually we had a bunch of local talent on there, including, you guys know Spice Adams by any chance?
Of course.
Social media guy. He was there as well. He came out with 3 different entrances because he was attempting to hype up the crowd. Detroit is very proven to me. But then again, fair enough.
I'm just thinking what could have got that crowd going. Somebody that went to Michigan.
Interesting.
That's a good point.
They brought out did you see for day 2 of the draft? They brought out the whole Michigan Wolverines championship team, except for JJ McCarthy.
Wow. No call to Leroy, huh?
No call to Leroy.
How dare
no
they?
call to
Well,
Duncan.
it doesn't work like that. So if you go and make a pick, it's the team. It's not the draft. Okay. But Roger Goodell was trying to get ground cover. So that's how all those guys got out there. And anytime it seemed like the draft was getting slow, or hey, Wolverines, come on out.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of how it went.
Well, I felt like the second round, I was like, oh, this flew. Like I thought,
because the second round is only like 3 or 5 minutes.
No, I get it, but like it was way. I didn't stick around with the third round. Dolphins didn't have a pick, but yeah, it just felt like it was. I was like, oh, this is humming. Let's go. And then that first day was egregious.
How do you feel? The Dolphins. Did you think the Dolphins accomplished anything in the draft?
I love it. Yeah, they got more speed. They got a guy who runs faster than Tyreek Hill via GPS speed, whose dad called him the cheetah when he was a kid, and Jalen Wright. And so I'm excited about that.
That's it. And then you can stop the draft right there. They could have drafted 17 offensive linemen, 3 defensive linemen, traded for 2 more offensive linemen, and a safety. And you go, they got speed. They got faster.
That's what I like.
You care about.
I like weapons. I like fun.
Okay, but
by the way,
here,
and the
way football works. If you can't stop anybody, the weapons don't matter.
But they got a guy who was like 4th in the league and 4th in college football in sacks in Mo Kamara, but also he was 2nd fastest in the combine of edge rushers, only behind Chop Robinson.
Okay, so yeah,
yep. And by the way, they're both pissed that they dropped. So now you have 2 guys, chip on the shoulder, dude. Love having a chip on the shoulder. It's gonna keep him driven, Leroy.
I know. Look, I felt that way a little bit, but I had to understand the way the draft was playing out, and that's why I always tell you, hey, the way the draft plays out, sometimes you get pushed into the 2nd round or 3rd round, and it has nothing to do with your ability. You see what I'm saying? So I was just curious to ask you, and I knew exactly what you were going to say, and that's why I
really didn't have any. I didn't like have strong opinion, but I did like go back after, because that was the Heat game on Saturday night, so I didn't have.
You weren't too happy.
No.
By the way,
no.
As you know what, as bad as that Heat game was, right? I'm more upset with the Marlins and Robbie. The Marlins were up 7-0.
Yep. Jazz had a grand slam.
And Robbie sends a text. Last chance. Because every time they take a lead, he bets the other team. And I'm like, there's no way.
Dude, it was amazing. They are incredible, how bad they are this year. And then on top of it, Peter Bendix before the game had like a state of the Marlins address, which, I mean, this guy's already done like a huge Q&A with Craig Mish in the Miami Herald, and now he
By
is.
the way,
Hmm?
that Minervini looking at him like, oh my God. Like,
He's like, this guy's
I mean, and like, Craig's usually up tempo, upbeat. Like,
yeah,
I've never seen a look like that out of him.
dude, it was something. So you're like watching this guy, and he's just getting, like Mish has had enough. He's like, I've had enough. He's been this poor Craig Mish has been sitting here waiting for the Marlins to get good. They finally make the playoffs last year, and it's now been new from what he's calling the worst April of baseball he's ever seen in his life, which hard to argue. And Peter Bendix goes out. He goes, I have faith. It's going to turn around. This is all that happened. And you know what? I want to know what the feeling he had yesterday was, where he's like, I think I nailed that. And then the team goes up 7-0. He goes, probably thinking to himself, you see, things are looking up. And then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose and they lose. And they're down 9-7. 9-7.
Oof.
How do you blow a 7-0 lead? Woo. How does that happen? How do they invent new ways to lose?
I think I could have pitched and threw meatballs and not gave up 9 runs.
Right?
Right? Soft pitch.
It's crazy. And so, like, I don't know what to look. It's beyond frustrating because it's like, while yes, you have excuses you can lean on because they are snake bit. They have had unbelievable bad injury luck. They've lost 4/5 of their rotation. They're losing. They lost Berger. They've lost even Avi Garcia went on the IL yesterday. Even though I'm glad if I never have to see him play baseball again, great. But they've been so bad. We find out this year that Skip Schumacher basically is like deuces after the season. Cut the contract short, and we're sitting here and it's like, who's running this circus? And you just go to this poor bastard Peter Bendix who sits there and. Look, we talked to him at spring training. Seems like a nice enough guy. Very clearly seems like a smart individual. But you know what he feels like to me, Leroy? It's like, you know what drives you nuts when you go to Publix and you hate when the Publix deli will be like, we'll be right with you, sir. Like they're just trying to put a smile, but it's a terrible situation because it's the lunch rush hour and you're never going to get your sandwich. That's what it's like with Peter Bendix. Like he's sitting there, he's got a smile through all of this pain and be like, just don't be mad at Bruce Sherman. It's
he's been there for 2 minutes.
I know.
He is taking the heat of, and because here's what's going to happen to him. And it's unfair because we don't even know the real reasons why, right? I think, probably has to do with money and spending money and spending money on certain players or whatever. That always seems to be the thing that causes problems between the GM and the owner, right? Over the history of this franchise. But he's going to have to take the heat of Kim Ang, right? She was never this bad, right?
No, Kim Ang made great trades last year. They made the playoffs. Right. They made the playoffs last year.
At some point here, I believe this truly. No matter what you own, no matter what you have, a part of that, you have to spend money on it, right? If you have an old busted up car and you can't really get a new car, you're going to have to spend some money to keep that engine running. You can't go short, you can't go economy. You want to, okay, I'm going to at least my engine is going to work, right? It's the same thing with these franchises. There's a couple of positions that you say, okay, I'm going to need to spend some money. At least we'll have a base. And this team has really never done that.
It's just like, it's a frustrating cycle right now because like in the past eras of the Marlins, you knew who to be mad at. Like you were mad at Jeffrey Loria. You knew he was meddling and crazy. And just right now, it's like, well, who am I pissed at? Am I pissed at Bruce Sherman, like he put Derek Jeter in charge, and Derek Jeter didn't know how to run a baseball organization and then was rats off a ship. Do I get mad at, am I supposed to be mad at Kim Ang because she gave a bunch of money to Avi Garcia? Well, she made the playoffs. Like, how can I be mad at her? Am I supposed to be mad at this dude who's like very clearly in over his head, but is new to the job and hasn't really had a chance to do the job?
Right.
Because his first month on the job of meaningful baseball, his team is having one of the worst months in franchise history. Am I supposed to be mad at him? So it just feels rudderless. It feels hopeless. And yeah, I get the spending money thing. Everybody wants to go spending money. Dude, they have not drafted. This team, this organization has not drafted a position player worth a damn since when? Christian Yelich?
Right.
Like, it's wild. And I just find it I find it really depressing, but it's I think even worse because I think that anybody who is mad right now, you're just mad because there's a body there and Peter Bendix is here to, I guess, protect Bruce Sherman, which I don't even know if people could.
But we don't even know. I don't
even know if you could point out Bruce Sherman if he walked down the street.
The crazy thing about all of this is that all you have is the results of not good baseball, but you don't know the inner workings of the franchise. At least with the past regime, you knew who was responsible for what, right? You knew whether it was a money thing, a decision thing, giving money to the wrong. You always knew. Now you have no idea who's doing what.
Yeah, it was
right. And I think that's the bigger issue is that, okay, the team's not playing well and the team's not really good right now. We don't know who to blame because we don't know who's responsible.
Everybody's responsible. Everybody who's come down here has not been very good at what they, I guess, the only one you could say is, left with some pride was Kim Ang. But, like I saw yesterday, David Lang from Local 10, he's like, who's laughing the most at the Marlins right now?
Kim Ang.
Kim Ang. Is it Derek Jeter or is it Jeffrey Loria? And it's easily Jeffrey Loria. He has $1 billion.
Right. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Jeffrey Loria. Because he sat out here. Everybody hated him anyway. And so now the Marlins continue to be a disaster, but he's $1 billion richer. Derek Jeter, he's laughing, but he was a huge failure down here. Like, let's not forget. The dude sucked. He was deadbeat cheats. Didn't have enough dough to actually own the team, so he had to be the pseudo GM. Put his boy Gary Denbo in charge. That was a disaster. They couldn't trade any of these Marlins assets for anything good other than one pitcher in Sandy Alcantara. Everybody else was a fly. You got nothing for JT Realmuto. You got nothing for Christian Yelich. Got nothing for Giancarlo Stanton. And they didn't pick anybody good. The only guy that they got seemingly worth a damn is Jazz Chisholm, but they had to give up a stud to get him in the B-man, Zach Gallen.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I don't understand how you have to give up so much in trades, yet you've had more productive players than the guys you've traded for, and you've gotten crickets for them.
Dude.
Right? Think about that. Well, Stanton, it was the money thing.
Yeah, Stanton was the money thing. Fine.
Right? But Yelich
was on one of the cheaper contracts in baseball.
You telling me Yelich couldn't have got somebody that was similar to what you gave up for Jazz Chisholm?
It's arguable that it was as bad because he's not as good a player, so I'm never going to put anything in the Miguel Cabrera trade, but it's arguably as bad as the Miguel Cabrera trade. And he did go on to win an MVP.
Right.
Which I saw the entire time.
Wasn't he the most recent person to the Triple Crown? Yeah. It was Miguel Cabrera, right?
Yes.
The most recent guy to hit for Triple Crown.
Yeah.
So, think of the guys, and I'm not saying, but the way I look at this franchise, money aside, forget the money. If you just look at the trades that were made, what you gave up and what that player went on to be, and what you got back, right? You've given up. Didn't Zach Gallen win the Cy Young?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Miguel Cabrera won the MVP. Yep. Christian Yelich won an MVP, right? Yep. So even if you don't, for those guys, even if you don't get MVPs back, you got to get pretty good players or some farm system guys, right? Nothing.
Nada.
Nothing.
We get 60 games of Jazz Chisholm every year.
So while we sitting here talking about money or what, just look at those decisions right there and say, how are we the only team trading stars in this league for crickets?
And Gal didn't win the sign. I'm sorry, he didn't win the sign, but he was in. Like,
He was in the hunt.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
But yeah, I don't know, man. And the thing is, probably the people we should be most mad at about this is Major League Baseball, because they were so desperate to put Derek Jeter on the face of a baseball team because they thought he could just Jeets it, and
Jeets it.
And he blew, like, they should have given us Jorge Mas. That's the way it should have been. Look at Jorge Mas now. Jorge Mas got messy. Jorge Mas brought it. Jorge Mas hooked it up with David Beckham. They got a guy with actual dough. Look at him now. Look at the Pinks compared to the Marlins. The Pinks are a Beatles tour everywhere they go right now. It's 70,000 at Gillette Stadium. It's the number one show in this league and being the face of a league, and the Marlins got stuck with Judge Judy's cousin.
Here's what I would say. Here's what I would say about.
Don't look at me like that, Marcos.
Here's what I would say about that.
Her cousin.
And I told you this when the Dolphins owner took over, Stephen Ross, when he took over, right? And I said, never underestimate the resources a owner is willing to put in a team for success. It may not always work out, but the one thing you appreciate about Stephen Ross, no matter what the issue is, it'll never be about money, right? Now, if I take that same situation and put it in all the other sports, okay, look at what the Pinks are doing, right? I'm not saying they're spending their money carelessly, but I'm saying money is not one of the reasons why they're going to come up short, right? Yep. Almost look at what the Panthers are doing, right? They invested in the right people. Money has never been an issue as far as building a championship caliber team.
Yeah, it hasn't been an issue.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the Marlins. Every time we discuss the Marlins and we discuss where this franchise is, it always comes back to one thing. The owner is not willing to invest in the team.
All right, we'll take a quick break. That was a lot of Marlins to open up a Monday.
Very
fault.
I did not
it was
expect
just Leroy was into. That's what he's most pissed about.
In segment one, that's.
I mean, I was just.
If you guys don't want to be pissed about the Marlins, do what Robbie's been doing. Robbie the Degenerate has a plan, and what he's been doing is
it is more fruitful than 4-goal Bob year.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
It's incredible. And he probably made an absolute killing yesterday.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Robbie, it's because he's on an island somewhere, just being built off wealth of a Marlins month where he just cannot stop winning. And it's live betting as soon as the Marlins get a lead, knowing they're going to blow it. It's genius. So he's getting like plus 700 chili peppers every night, Marcos.
I mean, that is the only way you could potentially watch these games and not go into depression. So I think it's a foolproof plan.
Take a break. Back with more after this. Hey, I got a message here for JFig. We got your chance to see legendary metal band Megadeth.
Whoa!
Megadeth.
With
Is that good?
With
Hurt me.
Mudvayne.
Mudvayne. That's good.
And
That is crazy.
And
Yeah.
All That Remains.
All that remains.
All that remains. All that remains.
That's better.
Yeah. They're going to be the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm this August. To enter, log on to WQAM.com/contests. So it's an online contest, guys. We're not giving away the tickets on air. It's a live nation show.
Washington JFig is Megadeth.
Oh no! So yeah, go to our website to win tickets to Megadeth. Mudvayne. I think I want to see Mudvayne. Can you get us some Mudvayne for the show later on today?
I need
some Mudvayne,
That's
dude.
good.
Heat, they're back in action tonight. Host the Boston Celtics, game 4 of their first round series. Heat down 2-1. No Terry Rozier, remains out. DeLon Wright probable to return. He missed Saturday's game for personal reasons. 7:30 tip-off from the Kaseya Center. It was up in the air a little bit, but the Lakers staved off elimination. They will, for right now, not be swept. Can't say that about the Suns. Suns got swept.
Woo.
How dirty was, dude? Did you see? I know you probably didn't see this, Leroy, but right, like 30 minutes after the game ends, 30 minutes, Shams drops all the dirt that's been going on behind the scenes with the Suns article. I'm like, jeez. They don't even wait for the body to be,
he had it locked and loaded, huh?
they don't even wait for the body to be cold anymore. Don't even wait. But take this for what you will. I'm not saying I'm not, implying anything, but just take this for what it is.
Boy.
Take this for what it is, There's a sub-headline within the headline that says, Durant, not comfortable, Booker, not himself. And it says, meanwhile, Durant, among the best scorers in NBA history, was not always happy with how he was used, sources briefed on the matter told The Athletic. Durant never felt comfortable with his role in the Phoenix offense alongside Booker and Beal this season. Those sources said Durant had persistent issues with the offense, feeling that he was being relegated to the corner far too often and not having proper designs to play to his strengths as an offense that was built around pick and rolls. At the same time, some teammates and people close to the organization believe Durant needed to voice his concerns more adamantly and directly with Vogel and his coaching staff. So there you go.
See, here's
Kevin Durant.
No. He's right. But here's the deal. We can't expect somebody to be who they're not. Okay? Listen, I've said this before. We all, outside of sports, make the best player the leader. And that's not accurate. Your best player isn't always your leader. And it doesn't take away from any of that. It just might not be his makeup or his personality. And so what happens in this Kevin Durant situation, you're looking at an all-time great player and getting angry that he doesn't voice his opinion. Well, if you look around, it's kind of been his MO throughout his whole career. He's not that guy. And that's okay. He doesn't have to be. For people to say that your best player also has to be your leader is a bit unfair to the personality of that player.
Well, I don't disagree with you. The only thing that you could say is an issue with it, though, is like he's not been happy anywhere he goes since he's left OKC. The guy wasn't happy winning 2 championships in Golden State.
But here's the other thing about KD. For a guy who really doesn't voice his opinion, and when he finally does say something, it's because he's gotten so angry about it, right? That he's got to hide and use multiple accounts to say it or whatever, right? But here's the deal. Here's what I would say about Kevin Durant. You cannot be that good at what you do and care so much about what people think. One of the traits of all the other great players, when you look at Kobe, when you look at Shaq, when you look at Jordan, right? LeBron fell for this early on. And maybe it's the new age athlete that's a little more sensitive about what people are saying. Okay? But most of those guys, when stuff is written about them, will say, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm going to be me. Right?
Mhm.
And LeBron, it took LeBron a long time to get to that point, even though some still say he's a little sensitive about certain things being said about him.
Absolutely.
Right? But KD is one of those people. And so I don't like everybody can't be strong-willed and not care about what other people think. You either are or you aren't, right? And so there's people that are great at what they do that are sensitive about what people say about what they do.
I think
And
it's
you're
just a
giving
lesson.
them too much credit. KD gives far too many people too much credit for commenting on his accomplishments.
Well, I think it's a lesson to him, and that is if you ever have the choice to force your way to Phoenix or Miami, you always choose Miami. Dude. What are you thinking? You put your career in the hands of Frank Hole?
But so that seems to be the problem, because guess what? Some of the stuff that was written with the issues he had, you can say, why, as great as KD is, why is he standing off in the corner? Right? He's got to be an active participant because that dude can score from anywhere. Unlike the other players on your team. Why aren't you using him? Right? That's a fact. KD hasn't figured out how to express that.
Mhm.
Right? And for whatever reason, like, I know a lot of people that don't. Like, it's not a knock on KD. The only knock I have on him is you are too great of a player to give a damn about what everybody thinks. You are.
Al Macco says Beal too. Somebody said dodged a bullet with Bradley Beal. Absolutely. I mean, absolutely dodged a bullet with Bradley Beal. He was awful and was not available this year.
Okay, guess what?
Hmm?
Contrary to popular belief, you getting mad at Bradley Beal for being Bradley Beal, right? He been hurt for the last few years.
Yes,
Why all of a sudden you think a trade in a new environment is going to make him less hurt?
RV Rich says Lillard is down out. Yeah, Lillard's been dealing with an Achilles, so now he's got the old. He's up on the shelf. I mean, what is happening to the Milwaukee Bucks is crazy, because yesterday not only did they go into the game without Giannis and Dame Lillard, but then Bobby Portis got kicked out of the game. It was a Doc Rivers dream. He had all the excuses in the world,
and they still almost pulled it out.
They made it a little frisky at some points,
Yeah.
but the best as far as meltdowns over the weekend was Joel Embiid, because Joel Embiid, after his 50-point performance, he followed that up with just an epic collapse against the New York Knicks, who are now up 3-1 on the Philadelphia 76ers. And do you think Joel Embiid took accountability for it, or did you think he found somebody to blame?
I mean, let me guess. If he took accountability, we wouldn't be listening to this cut.
Here's Joel Embiid.
Disappointing. I love our fans. Think it's unfortunate, and I'm not calling them out, but it is disappointing. Obviously, you got a lot of Knicks fans, and they're down the road and never seen it. And I've been here for 10 years. Kind of pisses me off, especially because Philly is considered a sports town. So, they've always shown up, and I don't think that should happen. It's not okay.
So, wait. And can I just say this, Marcos? Marcos.
She's galore.
Wow.
Here's what I hate about comments, right? You don't get the question.
Oh, dude, we know what the question was.
The question was,
Joel Embiid, what'd you think about all those Knicks fans that took over the building?
right.
But you want to know something? You could have just said it pisses me off a little bit, but then he just had to keep going. You want to know why? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because Joel Embiid, that dude loves throwing people under the bus. That's what he does every single postseason. He can't get the listen, he might be bouncing the game. He has to find somebody to throw under the bus. All right. And so it's not just that, oh, it pissed me off the Knicks fans, but I also thought Philly was a sports town. Oh.
Well, wait. Can I ask you a question?
That's gonna go over well.
Can I ask you a question though?
The only city that has gone through this dude who's been so injured and given everybody else the blame. You're like, you're right, Joel. It is Ben Simmons' fault. You're right, Joel. It is the organization's fault. It is Tobias Harris' fault. It is James Harden's fault. And now look at who it is, dude. You don't bite the hand that feeds, Joel.
So,
this team now all of a sudden it pisses you off because I thought Philly was a sports town. Now it was bad. The Knicks took over and they were chanting bleep and bead.
But so he shouldn't have a problem with that?
No.
In a town that considers themselves a sports town to have more visiting noise.
You can't say that. You can't say that after scoring a point in the fourth quarter. You can't.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay. Again, he was asked the question. He didn't
Doesn't
just
matter.
volunteer.
You should answer it better. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Nikola Jovic, who's 20, you want to know what he said when he was asked about the fans this weekend? You know what he said?
What did he say?
He said they deserve better. You want to know why? Because that's what any sane person would say.
Yeah, but the fans that were there were for the Knicks. They got exactly what they wanted.
They were solely immersed there. Nikola Jovic, he just has logic. He's just like,
yeah, but they were at home.
Barate.
But not like that. Holy smokes. They showed the fans, and I'm like, wow. I couldn't see a Philly jersey without seeing 3 Knicks fans.
Oh, dude, it was bad.
Right. As a player, like, because here's what the fans are telling you when you see that. It's more important for me to make a couple $100 than it is for me to come and root for my team.
These tickets are crazy right now.
But again, that's what they're telling their players. You see what I'm saying? So and the one thing I'll say about
okay, but for Mr. Porcelain over there, how many tickets and games have been sold out for games that he's not there for?
Right. Oh. That's two different conversations.
It's not two different things. It's not two different things.
So wait. So because he missed games, he shouldn't be upset that they have more Knicks fans than Philly fans.
You can be upset, but do yourself in a manner that is a little more acceptable. And Leroy, should you say after a game, James Harden, he's not Houston James Harden anymore? It's true. But do you say it?
But wait. So let me ask you this. You're asking Joel Embiid not to be Joel Embiid because the same guy that said that ain't wait. The same guy that said this ain't the Houston James Harden anymore is the same guy that said this about the fans. What the hell do you expect? He's being who he is.
That's what I'm saying, though. He can't go a postseason without throwing somebody in the bus. Now it's the fans' fault. You scored 1 point. What are you whining about?
You think he thinks it's the fans' fault? He didn't say that.
Okay.
No, so wait. So now you can infer what he meant and not listen to what he said. But with James Harden, it's what he said and not what he meant.
No, he said what he said. And what he said was, it pisses you off. He's like, hey, what should piss you off is you scored 1 point in the fourth quarter. No wonder you heard so many Knicks fans.
What does one have to do with the other, though?
1 point.
But so if he had scored 10, it would have been okay to make that complaint.
It would have been better. Yeah.
Hey, you know what that is? You know what that is, Marcos? That's like when I get mad as hell at somebody for clearly messing up something, and they tell me to calm down. That you don't have to come at me like that. And I'm like
he doesn't have to. He didn't have to. But he didn't have to come at them like that.
But what you're saying could be true, and the fans could respond to him by saying, you gave us 1 point, buddy. But before any of this happened,
imagine Tyler Hero saying that.
Before the fourth quarter happened, before the third quarter, the second quarter, or the first quarter, before the game was played, there was more Knicks fans than Philly fans. So you're playing the result and saying, "Oh, you only gave us 1 point in the fourth quarter." He played 3 other quarters with the same environment,
bro. No, but it had nothing to do with the environment. That's an embarrassment. 1 point.
Yes.
And you can't tell me injuries. He just dropped 50 the game beforehand.
They
lost
literally
2 games because he can't get a rebound.
They literally went 5 minutes without scoring a goal in the fourth quarter. I get it. Look, if you're a fan and you have complaints about Joel Embiid supposedly, being an MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you 1 point, you can have a problem with that. Okay? You can have a problem with that. But so can Joel Embiid, with there being more Knicks fans and more Knicks noise than Philly noise.
I was proud of Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero was mature this weekend after a stinker. Now he was wearing a fuzzy bucket hat, which makes it, that's always going to make things happier.
So what did Tyler Hero?
Well, he was asked about it getting a little physical with him, and I was like, oh man, please don't. But way the answer was going, he stuck the landing. He stuck the landing. I was proud of Tyler. I was proud of him. He didn't fall for the cheese, because I was like, oh, this could go for. He was, because the.
Why does he look like Run DMC?
Dude, he has what is a shame about this that you guys can't see is that he's also no, they were shorts, and he was wearing rain boots, white ones. But anyway, he was asked about the Celtics getting a little physical with him. Tyler got a little pissed at the end of the game, throws the ball.
What material is this? I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
What material is
expensive
this?
material? That's all you need to know.
I think that's sheepskin.
Is that sheepskin?
I think it's sheepskin.
Okay. It kind of looks like the most comfiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But he's wearing rain boots with it.
Bucket stung.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of different things, off the ball, just holding me, holding my jersey, like doing a bunch of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's competition. It's going to make me better. It's going to make my team better. And I'm here for it. I'm excited. Like, we're here. Let's go. Let's keep going.
That's how you answer a question. That's how you answer a question. You don't keep going, oh, Peyton Pritchard's being dirty and oh, boo, Derek White. No.
Wait, now, Marcos.
You tell him to bring it on.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Marcos, correct me if I'm wrong.
All right.
If a different player would have said that, regardless of what they would have said at the end, Tobin would have been like, oh, he's holding me and he's grabbing me. Wait. Marcos, am I lying?
Depends on the player.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. How can you say that if it was a different player? You are a fraud.
You're ridiculous.
No,
you're ridiculous.
You're
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
You make scenarios in your head that would never happen.
That's not, dude. Certain players can say something and you automatically go, oh, he's crying.
I was worried.
Tyler Hero says the
I was
same
in the
thing.
press conference. I was like, oh no. Oh, he stuck the landing. I was like, oh, good for him.
But see, when we listen to other players, we only cut that portion of it.
I thought that he was about to.
You see what I'm saying?
No. I thought he was about to take a ride on the Winoceros, and instead, no, he manned up.
What?
Points for Tobin.
You had that one locked and loaded, huh?
No, it just popped up.
No, you are so you're a fraud right now. You're getting
I'm
exposed.
not a fraud.
If it was any other player, if it was a player from another team, you would have cut that right there and say, "Ooh, we taking the white on the white knocks of us." Ooh, giddy up. You would have known,
like that.
dude. Marcos, am I lying?
How can two children on the Miami Heat know what you say when you stink up the joint is the fans deserve better? And Joel Embiid's this many years into it. He's played in Philly.
Tyler didn't say that.
I know
Tyler said they're holding me, but I
know, but I'm talking about just comments in general. Like, how does Joel Embiid do this every year where he's like, I gotta get somebody because it needs to take the attention? Because you don't
say that. Look at where you're going.
Come on.
Look at where you're going.
Come on.
Like Marcos, it depends on what player. It doesn't matter what they say. Is that not what Tyler said?
Nicholas Hamilton says if that was Trae Young, Tobin would have a field day. No,
Yes, yes,
hold on,
yes.
hold on. But here, hold this up. Nick, this is where you're wrong, and this is why you're Peter Pan.
Oh,
What
You're
Trae
lashing
Young
out.
said.
You're lashing out.
No. What Trae Young said when Gabe Vincent was making him say pineapple, he didn't say bring it on. He said, "Oh, the referees aren't calling if they're gonna foul him." Oh, he didn't say bring it on. If he would have said bring it on, maybe a little bit more respect for him, but he didn't. So I can't live in Hypotheticalville like you do.
Grow up, Peter Pan.
Hypotheticalville.
Yeah.
Dude, you are a
-1 to Nick Hamilton for Sass.
No, minus one. No, because he's so accurate. If
It wasn't accurate.
If so, you're telling me right now, okay, that if Joel Embiid at the end of that would have said, but we got to play better. We can't just fold up like we did at the end of that game.
He did it the opposite. You know, he goes,
No, I didn't.
No. Here's the thing. He did it so bad because what he did was, if you remember the comments, he said, I don't want to call them out, while proceeding to call them out and said, I thought you were a sports town, Philadelphia.
He was asked the question about the fans.
Hey, you want to know something, dude? Pisses me off. I don't want to call them out. End the comment. We're good. But he couldn't help himself because he never can help himself.
Then why are you expecting anything less? You know when you've just talked about a couple of times where he's just said that thing, and now you're shocked that he says that thing. That's a you problem.
Dade South says that Tobin lives in Hypocriticalville.
Right. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. So we got a white rhinoceros. So we got a white rhinoceros and a hypocritical.
They can bring back up to this.
Not to a Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program as the Miami Dolphins had their draft this weekend and, added a lot more speed, got some more help on the edge, got a dude with a whole heap of catches that Mike McDaniel seemed fired up about, and Malik Washington. But perhaps the most important thing is they got an undrafted free agent cornerback whose name is Storm Duck.
Whoa.
And I need him to make the team.
Damn, that's a good name.
That's a good name, dude. Storm Duck?
That's a good name.
Wow.
He knows football.
There's no way this guy can be bad at football.
Be honest, though. If there was a guy named Storm Duck or a guy named Michael Robinson and you had one slot left on your team, who are you picking?
Storm Duck.
Has to be Storm Duck.
Storm Duck all the way.
That's good.
What? What's wrong?
How fast is he?
I don't know.
As fast as lightning.
doesn't matter. He'll overlook speed.
Storm
his
is
name.
Storm Duck.
Or maybe he'll underlook it because he ducked.
He's got to be pretty fast, right? He's a cornerback.
Do you have props?
What?
Nothing.
You asked about this?
What?
a cush ball.
I saw that.
My son was here for taking kid to work day
yeah,
on Thursday.
I heard.
And
Great time.
this is what he got for the scavenger hunt. Cush ball.
Wow.
Can I just tell you, whenever I do the show with you, I know I'm going to have to deal with some silliness. It's part of your makeup, no matter where we go.
Thank you.
We could be eating food. We could be walking. We could be just talking. I know I'm going to have to deal with it. You always seem to take it to that next level. And this, my friend, is that next level.
Why?
I don't care what he can do, but with a name like Storm Duck, he has to make the team.
According to his pro day, 4.4 is what he ran.
That's okay. That's okay for a DB.
So excited.
Where'd he go to school?
He went to Louisville last year. Before that, he was at UNC.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
A
So
lot of guys, by the way, it is crazy how much you have to you're like now it's like with everybody's career, you have they're all at 3 schools.
did you see Dion come out about Harry Penix Jr. or is it Perry?
Michael Penix Jr.?
Michael Penix Jr.
No, what did he say?
He said the fact that you guys are overlooking him, just look at what he's done, is a joke. He said that about him. I think it was before he got drafted 8th.
I'd say like who's overlooking him?
It was before the draft.
Oh, okay.
Now I
still
will
think
say
it's ridiculous,
I will say this. I don't have a problem with Atlanta drafting a quarterback.
That high?
Hold on. Here's where the problem comes. You just gave a quarterback $100+ million with a torn Achilles.
Yep.
You can't bring in another quarterback who's had injuries also.
It's not even that. It's just like if you were gonna do it, like go get
why take Kirk Cousins?
Go get Gardner Minshew for $10 million for a year, even if you wanted Michael Penix to sit. Like it's weird. I don't understand it.
Right.
Like I'm totally fine with them taking Michael Penix. Like no problems.
But I'm just saying from a standpoint of organizational, right? Having a banged up quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then go and get another quarterback who's been injury prone.
If I'm Arthur Blank, I'm just looking at my GM. I'm like, hey man, could have saved me some dough.
And here's the other thing. You're hoping Kirk Cousins works out. So that puts Michael Penix 2 years into it, right? Mm-hmm. 2 years into it, he'll be 26.
Yeah.
So like you're basically signing for one contract.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It just
If he's maybe two if he's a good quarterback.
if he makes it to 34, 35. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot. The problem with drafting a quarterback doesn't bother me. It's who they drafted based on your circumstances at the time of you picking a quarterback, right? Like there's like now you got to hope two quarterbacks stay healthy.
It's weird, man.
Right.
The rest of our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
All right, so here was the Dolphins draft. We know round 1, Chop Robinson, Penn State. Round 2, they got a Moose offensive tackle, Patrick Paul.
Is this okay?
From Houston?
I was a bit like out of the loop. Just real quick.
Yeah,
that's good. We like this.
This was the one I saw get the most, I think, criticism because people say they don't know like how his mechanics are for the system. Now, again, I don't know. I'm not gonna act like but I know that
here's the issue. Here's the issue.
He's 6'8", longest arms in the draft.
Okay.
The big thing is you have 2 tackles this year, so he's basically you're drafting a backup because he's not going to play guard.
Here's the issue with the draft. Here's what people have with the draft. All right, and the issue is this: is that
drafted a backup.
If you're going to draft an offensive lineman, right? Wouldn't it be either a combo guard center or guard? Why draft a tackle when those are one of your most secure positions on that front?
Yeah, but
I would say this, okay? Maybe to the Dolphins, he was the best offensive lineman available, and you do have a left tackle that's going to miss 6 games.
Exactly. You have a left tackle who missed 6 games.
While everybody outside looking in saying you got Teron Armstead, I would say they drafted the tackle because they have Teron Armstead.
Yeah, and Teron Armstead basically has made it known this is probably his last year playing football.
Right. So I don't have a problem with that pick. Keep in mind, where they drafted in the second round, there's no guarantee if they had gotten a guard or center that dude would be ready to play the first year anyway.
I think a lot of the guards and centers too that like people were into were gone by then.
Right. That's my point. So they got some help on the offensive line. Here's what I think they did. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with it. When it got down to their picks, both in the first round and the second round, they look at the positions that they needed, look at the best player they had available, and decided whether we could take a player that was maybe worth 2 spots lower, but we need him more, or we take the best player available and make it work. And I think in each case, I think they felt as if though they got the best player that was available at that time that could bring in and help them right away.
So then the Dolphins in round 4, they didn't have a 3rd round pick. They traded next year's 3rd to hop into the 4th round or move up the 4th round, and they took Jalen Wright, running back from Tennessee.
I think we like that. I saw that one. Yeah, we like that one.
Fast.
Like that. Fast.
I would like them to I know. I would like them to get somebody on their team.
Fast.
All right, dude. All right. Never mind. This is clearly the conversation I'm about to have.
What do you mean? You can have a conversation. We'll be grown-ups.
No, you're not.
I swear to God, dude. We'll do it. What do you want to say? No, come on. I promise.
Taxes.
At some point during every part of the season, you're going to have to run the football into an 8 or 9 man front.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to need somebody with some ass that can just push the pile and get you 3-4 yards and close out a game that way.
He's not small, though. He's not small. What is he? He's 5'11", 210?
Oh, it's a bowling ball.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not a bowling ball.
5'11", 210.
He's apparently also a really great pass protector.
That'll get him on the field early.
Yeah. My favorite part
but this is my favorite thing. You know what he tweeted?
What?
He tweeted out afterwards. They done effed up.
They done.
They done. They.
Who's they?
People, dude.
Like, oh, my
people.
God.
People.
I almost made it to 12 o'clock.
What do you mean?
They don't mess around. I think that's what he meant.
Hey, so you don't think you need, like, when you get into defense, when you get into December and January, you don't think you need a bruiser or just somebody who runs very physical?
Yeah, we still got that guy. Brooks is still on the team.
He's still on the team.
Nah, look at that.
I mean, if he makes the team,
Whoa.
pretty deep at running back.
We are pretty deep.
All right. All right. I'm telling you, like, if there's one thing that I had a problem with this team, right,
Mm-hmm.
is that you can't close out a game and be running the ball sideways, right? Not because it won't work, but because you're risking at the end of a football game being in 2nd and 12 and 2nd and 13 from going sideways.
Yeah, but he's not
And now you have no chance of running out the clock.
Yeah, but you don't know that. Like this guy, just because he's fast.
I'm telling you what I've seen on this team.
Fast.
And the fact that you said that means that no, he's not. Did they introduce him by saying he's a very physical runner and runs the ball physically? No, fast. That's all you said.
Dad called him the cheetah. Super fast. Then he wanted to say, well, I know that's taken. Can I be Flash? And I need to let him know that that's Dwayne Wade.
Also
So,
taken. Sorry.
sorry.
Again,
Is there another one?
Like,
Quicksilver.
having draft conversations with you might be the most excruciating thing I do on this show.
305-567-0560. Give me fast animals that we can name Jalen Wright after.
Yeah, I like that. Fast. I may not eat all day.
That's all you care about, Tobin Raider.
That's not fair.
Oh,
That's not fair.
You're a Raider.
It's all I care about.
You know what? There's a lot of fast people that never play football because they're no good.
He's
Right?
good though.
But everybody's raving about the pick.
Okay.
Everybody says this guy, this, and he's telling you they
Who's selling? Because he said it.
they done effed up.
He must have heard.
Tally Hero said, "I love the competition. Let him keep grabbing me."
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I say something, I gotta Google this. Schmeeth and Schmolnick just came with a fast fact, and I need to know. Speed. Prongham. You know pronghorn?
Pronghorn?
You know how fast they are?
How fast? What the hell's a pronghorn?
I had no idea, but I had to make sure it wasn't a naughty word before I said it out.
Can't trust Schmeethan.
Exactly. It looks like a reindeer elk kind of thing. 61 miles per hour.
Ooh.
Running from a cheetah.
What about the Roadrunner?
Oh, how fast is that?
Roadrunners aren't as fast as you think.
What the hell is
Yeah,
that?
but everybody knows the cartoon. Meet.
26 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Not that good.
Well, he ran 23.7 miles per hour,
Wow.
which
fast. So fast.
Tyreek Hill said on this, man, I tell you, these kids are getting faster and faster, or I'm getting old. Sheesh. 23.7 is crazy.
Yeah. It's amazing they make that noise with a Roadrunner, but he's not fast.
I mean, faster than a coyote. That's all he's got to be.
That's it.
Coyote just dumb as hell. He don't need to be fast. He just need to be smarter.
Take
Stop
a break.
buying crap from Acme.
Take a break. Back after this.
This hour of
Miami.
And the NBA and NHL postseasons are underway, and we've got a great way for you to watch the games. We're giving away a $250 gift card to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood for your chance to win. Go to WQM.com/contest and enter. That's simple. Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's. Leroy, can we get another update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
I got to tell you, the rain that just came out of nowhere was uncalled for this weekend weather. Supposed to be clear, supposed to be beautiful weekend, little breezy. Then all of a sudden, Robbie Rain Cloud came in and just moistened everything. Sucked. But welcome to Florida. You know, anytime there's clouds, there can be rain. It is quite breezy outside. 15 to 20 miles an hour. Winds are out of the east, southeast. It is partly cloudy. There's some sun, some clouds. But anytime there's clouds, you got to look out for a little rain in the evening. And I would say the temperature is around 81, 82 degrees.
How do you do, Marcos?
Excellent. Currently listed at 83 degrees. He is correct. We do have a few PM thunderstorms, a few showers after midnight tonight, and winds are about 15 miles per hour coming out of the east southeast.
All right.
Yeah. See how you look at that.
Couple of things. We have some news as far as boxing is concerned. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is now officially sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations, and it will be an official professional bout.
Oh no!
Meaning that this will count on their records.
Why would he do that? Tyson.
Why would Tyson do that?
Why would Tyson definitely has much more to lose.
Well, does he? I mean, like, when's the last time Tyson won a fight?
Yeah, but like his record though. Now we're going into history.
Hey, listen. Stop. Have you seen Tyson's last few professional fights?
The last time Tyson won a fight was what? Clifford Etienne? Spinal? Yeah, a while ago, dude.
Yeah.
What, 15 years ago? 20 years?
Yeah. Long ass time ago, dude.
But how many professional fights has he lost since then?
Yeah, I'll get you.
I feel like that.
I think
he's got like 8 losses.
What? Does he?
Yeah.
That's not good.
What are you talking about?
At this point, then who cares? Oh man, for some reason I thought he was like,
no, it's not like he's Floyd Mayweather, like putting his O on the line or something like that.
For sure.
Tyson's lost 6 times in his career.
Yeah, okay, that's not bad though.
What?
2 away from 8.
Right. But like total 6. I thought you meant like since his spinal, since his last.
But that's about when, dude.
No, because he didn't do the Roy Jones. Like he couldn't. Like he was done after because he lost 3 out of his last 4. Like he got knocked out by Lennox Lewis.
This isn't sad though. You don't even feel a little bit sad that number 7 potentially could be Jake Paul.
Yeah, it's gonna look ridiculous on his Wikipedia for sure.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make you feel sad. You don't feel
well.
sad.
There is a caveat. There is a caveat here.
All right.
It's not gonna be 3-minute rounds.
What?
Yeah,
okay.
It says the heavyweight showdown will be contested over 8 2-minute rounds. Each fighter using 14-ounce gloves.
So they're using heavy gloves.
Yeah, they're using heavy gloves.
So here's the other deal.
Wow.
Here's what you have to understand. First of all, they're fighting with pillows, and second of all, they're playing right into Mike Tyson's hands, where he can just go all dog day afternoon on him and not get tired after 2 minutes.
That does seem like it helps Tyson. That does.
Yeah, that does.
Still don't know if I'm going to pick him. He's 60.
Oh.
He's 60.
What are the odds? I don't know. That'll tell me if I'll pick him or not.
I believe Jake Paul's a
pretty heavy favorite. If that's the case, I like me a little value. I may have to. That Ryan Garcia thing really got me going. Ever since then, I feel like anything can happen.
Jake Paul's minus 360. Tyson's 3-1 plus 300.
I don't know. Sounds like
yeah, throw something.
It's not even 30.
Yeah.
No,
that's rough, man. I see all these Tyson videos.
So, in other words, Mike Tyson was the heavyweight champion of the world when Jake Paul was born.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Man, I got to tell you,
In fact,
Tyson's 5 years older than me. And I know how I feel when I get up in the morning.
I think he was a heavyweight champion before he was born.
I think
Yeah,
Mike Tyson
before,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
He was. I think was he at 19?
I think
Yeah, he
90
was
was,
young.
96 the last time Tyson was champion.
Yeah, even
Been a
more than
long
that.
time.
Wow.
I know when he took over, he was knocking out everybody in 12 seconds.
Jake Paul was born in 97.
Oh my god.
The last time
So
Tyson
he's older than no, he's not even 30.
the last time that Mike Tyson had a piece of the heavyweight championship was September of 1996. I guess he technically held it going into the Evander Holyfield fight. So let's say November 8th, 1996, before Bitegate.
Bitegate.
Dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. The biting was the next fight, but either way, you get the point.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you,
Bitegate.
when Tyson bit that dude, it was like, what?
Yeah, crazy.
And that was almost as crazy as when the helicopter guy, because keep in mind, y'all, like all these fancy arenas now, they used to fight outdoors in Vegas when it was like 100 degrees. And I think it was it the first Holyfield Tyson fight they fought outdoors, and that's when helicopter guy came in, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
I think so.
a guy came in on one of them things and landed in the ring.
Was that in Tyson? Was that
I
I
thought
don't think that was
the first Evander Holyfield.
I want to say that was Holyfield Bow.
I don't know, because Riddick Bowe had his problems too.
Fan man boxing.
I've never heard of a helicopter guy. Some helicopter guy just decided. Is that why they said, you know what, let's just do this indoors from now on? That's probably.
And then they started building arenas where they could get more money.
It was Evander Holyfield versus Riddick Bowe.
Oh, Evander Holyfield versus Riddick Bowe.
Yeah.
Oh, not Tyson. Okay.
I saw Evander Holyfield, or I heard he at least was at a micro wrestling event recently. I'm not sure. I think
you're a bastard.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was the most awkward public event I was ever at, because I was the only black person there.
Oh, so good.
And a 4'1", 270 guy decided to call me out.
70?
Dude.
Chunky 52.
What was he called? He was called the back not backyard
I don't remember the guy. No, Redneck Brawler was not the guy who called you.
Okay,
Evander.
Redneck Brawler.
I don't remember the guy's name who did it.
But yeah, so he looked over at me and called me Evander Holyfield. And so all of the other people, right, turned and look at me. I'm like, yo, just minding my own business, dude. I ain't saying nothing. I
will
yelling.
say the little people felt like they could get away with some stuff on that.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's not even talk about the motorboating.
You rubbing your fuzzy little thing right now? This is strange. This is, it's like he's an evil genius, and it's like his pet cat.
Take a quick break. Leroy gives out his game balls and game bums. Next. Go.
bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. Oh, man. Let's gather around the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. Leroy Horde has to hand out some game balls and game bums. What do we got today, Leroy?
Well, my game bum, I'm going to do first, goes to the Marlins. Like, dude, you have a 7-0 lead with a clean slate. It wasn't like, 7-0 lead and bases loaded. You fresh start, right? You haven't given up 9 runs in all year, right? All year. You are now finding ways to lose that I thought were impossible.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And listen, everybody gets a game bump. I don't know how, why, when, or where this is happening.
How many wins at home do that? Have we gotten one Whopper this year? Is that it? One damn Whopper?
That's it.
One damn Whopper?
Burger King is making a killing because they getting advertising and they ain't got to give up nothing.
Maybe Burger King needs to go by
If Burger King wants to make it right for me, they need to change their rule. For losses, home losses, you get a Whopper Junior. Other than that, I'm
or remember back in the day, what did they have? If the Marlins get 10 hits,
dozen hits, dozen donuts.
Dozen hits, dozen donuts.
That was the best. We want donuts.
Yep.
They are 2-14. They have given out 2 Whopper Juniors this year.
Nice.
Right.
Yeesh.
Look.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I would say this. I watch some pretty incredible basketball this week, even though it didn't work out.
Oh, before you get to your game ball.
Yeah.
Let's hear a little from Peter Bendix. This is him being asked why the fans should have faith in the organization.
Peter, why should fans be confident that this is going to turn around?
It's a long-term process. That's something I've said from the beginning. In the short term, this is going to turn around because we have a bunch of players who are really committed to making sure it turns around. We have a staff that is committed to working hard and putting them in the best position to succeed. And we have guys with a track record of success. We have guys that are going to get back to the level of performance that they're accustomed to. In the long term, my vision for what this organization, where it's going, is not changed. The vision is the same thing that it would be regardless of our record right now. I continue to have the support and the resources to really get this organization where it needs to be.
Oh, boy.
Be right with you, Sam.
Mr. Sherman. Yeah,
Can I just tell you?
The intern.
Can I just tell you? We had a conversation with Peter, and he's definitely an energetic, positive,
nice dude.
But damn, you make it hard.
Here's a little bit more. This is his message to the team.
The message has been to continue to work hard, to continue to do what you can, to control what you can, and that this will not last forever.
What? What?
Eventually we'll get a win. Guys,
don't worry. Hey, Jazz, don't worry. It won't last forever.
Yeah, you can't lose all 162.
It won't last forever.
This season will be done, and then there you go. No more.
You're right. It won't last forever.
Here's what I would like to say. Here's what I would like to say about that. We go out to training camp and we have conversations with a lot of guys, some guys on the comeback, some guys trying to build on what they did the year before. And there's a lot of positivity, right? There really is, because you haven't played a game yet. But I got to tell you, this bad in the first 2 months, right? Like, I don't know. And here's the thing. It's only one group, right? We can talk about the hitting. They're scoring enough runs to win games.
I mean, everything sucks, dude. They suck.
I don't know. I just thought, like in years past, the reasons why this team was so good was because of their pitching.
Yeah,
right?
And their pitching is depleted.
Right.
Their pitching is depleted.
Right.
For sure.
And that's the only questions I asked wasn't about, oh, we got more pop, we got this, it was about the pitching. Because if any of us, you guys have all seen this team the last few years, when their pitching was good, When their setup guy was good, when their the closer was good, this team, no matter how many runs they score, could compete. But when you're giving up 7-run leads, that's got to be some kind of record.
And they're 27th in runs, Leroy. Like they're not good. They're not good. They're not good at anything. They suck.
All right.
But don't worry. Hey.
Don't talk to me. Forever. No. Don't you tell me
what to last forever.
Don't you tell me what to believe.
It won't last forever.
Don't you tell me what to believe. Don't you?
That should be the hashtag now for the Marlins. Instead of Marlins baseball, it should be Marlin. It just should be hashtag it won't last forever.
Yeah.
What do you got for game balls, dude?
So I saw a lot of good basketball, watched a lot of golf, watched a lot of things, but I'm gonna say this. I'm going to give a game ball to Mike McDaniel and Chris Grier. Simply because, listen, you can make the right choices and they don't work, right? But if you continue to make the right choices, eventually you're going to be on the good end of that. And I like the plan going into the draft. The plan played out where they may not have gotten players that we have heard of, or that everybody was telling us they should pick, okay? But they did go into it trying to make their team stronger and fill some voids that they had when they got an opportunity for a talented player in the 4th round. They did it by getting the running back, right? So even though I have questions at running back position, and I'm telling you, December and January, when you need to pound the ball a little bit more, are they going to be able to do that? I still understand the pick, right? So I would say this. Everybody wants them to fix it right after the season's over with. The biggest increase in players and positions filled is going to be after June 1st. Okay? That's when everybody's money frees up. That's when all the salary cut casualties come in. And that's when you're going to be able to pick up these guys and build your team. So, but as far as right now, even though, like I said, even though you have questions about the guys who you've never seen play football, I might add, right? Even though you have questions about the guys, I always look at, okay, was this a need or a luxury? All right. Where can we pick up needs? Where can we pick up luxuries? Those first 2 picks were needs. As they went farther along in the draft, they got speed, they got talent, they just best player available. So I do think they made their team better after this weekend. Whether it pans out or not is a whole different conversation.
By the way, I got a little news here from Ira Windeman's Twitter account. He tweets out, following the birth of a baby girl, DeLon Wright will be available for the Miami Heat tonight against Boston. So
I hate when they say personal. When they say personal reasons.
Yeah,
and they don't like, and it's a privacy thing. I get that. But now they've announced it.
Yeah,
it always seems like something else, right?
Something bad.
When you say personal reasons, keep in mind we had a guy who missed a game of personal reasons because he passed out in the hallway of a hotel.
Sometimes you do that. Sometimes you pass out in hallways.
And he had to be saved by
are you talking about Gerald Green?
Yeah.
When Mario Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers. When you got to be saved by Rio. Like, but you see what I'm saying? So, that was personal reasons too.
That era had they had him, and then of course we had Deion Waiters with Gummygate on the plane.
Gummygate. He just sitting in the chair twitching. Hey man, calm down.
Well, congratulations to DeLon Wright.
Congratulations to DeLon Wright. Now we need you to come and lock somebody down.
Now go hit some threes. Go hit some threes for baby girl.
Yeah. I don't think that mattered though. How many didn't no, it was Indiana did it this time. Indiana broke a record for threes. What the hell is going on with threes being shot in these playoffs?
Dude, it's wild. I was watching Clippers Mavs yesterday. They were up 31.
Wow.
Right.
and nearly lost the game. Like the Mavs game all the way back. Kyrie was amazing. So it is.
Is there any series besides, I'm saying outside of this one,
Mhm.
that you still have questions about? Like, I think the Knicks are going to close out Philly.
I think the Knicks will close out Philly. I
Orlando.
think Orlando Cavs. I mean, who cares? But
That's 2-2.
That's 2-2.
And that's like that's the most exciting series and the least exciting series at the same time, right?
Thunder's
Because
Pell.
nobody cares about that.
Thunder Pell will be done tonight.
Yes.
Did you see
Thunder the most surprising team? Because they're really, really young. They're really young.
Yeah, most surprising team. I mean, obviously they don't have Zion, the Pelicans. That's a big blow to them. But the games have that's been a really, really lopsided series.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley says they don't even get to go to Cancun. Where did he say he's going to send them to? Galveston, Texas. Oh man, we'll bring you that sound. It was really funny. Tonight, Lakers, Denver at Denver. Feels like the Lakers are dead team walking in that one.
Yeah.
Although they've been leading a majority.
They've led more time.
Okay. No, but
that's like the Celtics from 2 years ago. Like, we won more quarters. It's like, who cares? It's like game 7.
No, again, the only point that you would make on that is that those games are a lot closer than you think. It just seems like in that fourth quarter, the old people get old and the young people stay well because Joker doesn't move that much. Right?
I don't think is Jamal Murray playing tonight though. He was questionable.
I know he was questionable.
So
that dude is good.
We'll get to some cat talk. Some pretty cool news for our boy Sergei Bobrovsky. We'll bring you that coming up next.
Number one.
All right. You know, I'm going to have to make a stop today on the way home.
Oh, why is that? You okay?
Because, well, I need to probably go get some formal attire for tonight.
Ooh,
maybe a
formal
new
attire.
top hat.
Oh, you're gonna need that.
Maybe a new monocle.
Oh,
Because
gentlemen, sweet.
you got your one. We were gentlemanly to the Tampa Bay Lightning and their dumb fans. You know, we let them get one. You know, have a little bit of pride in themselves. Let old Stamkos, you know, feel like he's still got something left in the tank. But tonight, dude, it's a Panthers soiree.
Yeah.
Gentlemen sweep coming tonight. Cats in 5.
That's right.
That gets going tonight. You, of course, will be able to hear that on AM 790. 7 o'clock puck drop from the Cats Barn, Amerant Bank Arena.
Why don't you remind us what happened to your last top hat?
Well, you know.
Dude, he looked like a musician. I mean, he looked like
I was trying to do a thing. I was trying to do, you know,
like he was going to pull a rabbit out of the hat of fire.
I was trying to do a bit where I was not going to allow the Denver Nuggets to gentlemen sweep the Heat.
It
so
was a
I
good
burned
bit.
the top hats.
Yeah.
It didn't work out because Jokic.
No, but you had me pumped up for about 6 hours.
Thank you.
Ooh, I was ready to go.
We were ready to go, dude. Ready to go.
Did not work out.
Didn't work out for us. And by the way, the Miami Heat still have not won a playoff game.
Wow.
A playoff game at home since Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So
get another hat, baby. Let's burn
get
another
that
one.
going tonight. Need to get it going. But getting back to the Cats, this is really cool news. In addition to the game tonight and top hats and monocles, Sergei Bobrovsky, he has been named a Vezina Trophy finalist for the third time in his career.
He won it once, right?
Twice. He's won it twice. So he could go up with the likes of Patrick Leroy of 3-time winners of all time. Now, the most ever was some dude named Jacques Planté. But it doesn't count because that was in the 50s. He won it 7 times.
Was he the only goalie?
I don't know.
What's his
How
name?
many championships did they win with that goalie?
Oh,
Jean Planté.
The Canadiens. I mean, I imagine a lot. I think the Canadiens had like more Stanley Cups than anybody.
That's what I hate, though, dude. You started seeing
So
records. And you're like,
the
oh,
Canadiens are the Yankees of baseball?
Yes. Dominic Hasek won it 6 times.
Ooh,
of course,
I know that name.
He's like, oh, I know that. That's
I even know how to spell it. Hasek.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nailed it, Leroy. You know goalies.
Wow.
I know. I heard that. I know that name. Hey.
Pretty good.
Ken Dryden, also for the Canadiens back in the 70s. He won it 5 times.
So they got what, like,
of
just with those 2 guys, 12 of them.
So really, Bob winning in a 30-team era, that's like winning 6 Vezinas if he wins his 3rd.
What is your logic in life, dude?
Oh,
Stop.
That's right, though. That's right.
No,
more competition.
Modern era.
Hold on.
Doing the math now.
Marcos, stop it. You ain't doing no damn math. Like, I'm doing the math.
No, hold on.
Martin Brodeur won it 4 times.
Yeah, know that one.
I think he's right. I think he's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
I got 3. On the count.
Anyway, Sergei, the last 2 times he was a finalist, he did win it. So this is his 3rd time being a finalist.
I mean, he's been awesome this year.
I think he's going up against who's he going up against?
I tell you what, that save.
He got to be going against the goalie from Tampa.
No. He's going up against the goalie from Vancouver.
Huh.
Ooh.
And he's going up against the goalie from Winnipeg.
Wow.
Oh, man, piss off the Canadiens if Bob wins it.
Wow. All right. There's a lot. I mean, they're both in the playoffs, but I think there's a lot of goalies out there that are better than them 2, right?
I have no idea, dude. If you ask me to rank goalies, it's me, it's us, it's Drieger Beaver, and it's
Roberto. You got to know the one from Tampa,
Roberto Longa and Vasilevsky.
Vasilevsky. You got to know that name.
Hopefully they could slay the draft. Alex Lyon, wherever he is now.
The kid from Mighty Ducks. He was
Goldberg.
He was good.
Yeah, Goldberg.
Why?
He was good.
Listen, wait, we barely know hockey, right?
Yeah.
And you guys got to do this. Right? Favorite hockeys of all time, Goldberg. Like,
he was good, dude. He's
hey, I think it was a slight upset that I got Hasek right.
Well,
that was amazing, actually. That has to do something with Cleveland. I don't know how yet.
No, Cleveland doesn't have a hockey team.
I don't know. Somehow, some way.
All right, so here's the comparing. All right. We're gonna decide this immediately.
All right.
So Bob.
Yep.
36, 17, and 4, 2.37 goals averaged against, 915 save percentage, 6 shutouts in 58 games. Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Thatcher Demko.
What is
from the Vancouver Canucks?
Oh, these numbers are going to be great. I can already tell by your tone.
35 and 14 and 2.
Oh,
so fewer wins.
Fewer wins.
Fewer wins. Yep. A 2.45 goals against
higher
average.
Higher goal average. How many shutouts?
5 shutouts.
Only 5.
Bob's got him. Bob's got him. More wins, lower goal average, more shutouts.
918 save percentage, dude.
What is it?
Yeah, whatever. Come on.
It's 918.
Yeah.
What was Bob was 917?
915.
Okay. So that's 6 shutouts though.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I don't know how to say this guy's name from Winnipeg.
Gold.
Connor Hellebuyck.
Oh, yes.
I don't think I said that right.
Connor Hellebuyck.
37, 19, and 4. So he got one more win than Bob. More losses, though.
Hellebuyck.
More losses.
2.39
goals average against. That's more.
That's more. Slightly.
That's more.
Does
have a better save percentage. 9-2-1.
What do you mean by that?
But only 5 shutouts, dude.
Only 5.
Bob's got 6
more shutouts.
He's got Michael Jordan, dude. He got 6 shutouts this year.
You know what's crazy? All those numbers are pretty damn close.
Very close.
Yeah, they're good.
Very, very
That's
close.
about as good of a goalie you could be. Like, those are going to be your numbers every year.
Kyle says it's pronounced Hellebuyck.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, he can, in the words of Schmeath and Schmolnick, he can go to Hellebuyck.
Okay.
That's Bob's trophy, dude.
That's where Dame Lillard lives right now. Hellebuyck. No? Okay, I'll see myself out.
Minus 1.
That's fair.
7 o'clock puck drop tonight for your Florida Panthers. Game 5 as they try and close out the Tampa Bay Lightning. They lost on Saturday night. Bad Saturday night for the Cats and for the Heat. We had the Panthers got down. What did they get down? 4-0 in that game or 3-0 in that game?
I think it was 3. Either way, it was just like both these games very early. You knew it wasn't going to go well.
They got it back to 4-3, and then they put it away in the third period. I didn't watch any of the game. I was at the Heat game, so missed it. I was watching the Heat just play the worst first quarter I've ever seen in my life.
Why? What are we doing here? It was 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I said defensively, we're doing what we need to do. Boston has 12
It was really
points.
frustrating. It was really frustrating.
7 points. Dude, they look like the lava out there. It was not good.
We could have used the lava.
Yeah,
we could have used used it.
What?
We could have used the lava. It could. It really. But it was. I think Bam said it best though. I think the biggest issue with the Miami Heat, and this is a technical term for them. By the way, let's get to our headlines. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The biggest issue, far and away, for the Miami Heat was they didn't bring that dog. And when you don't bring that dog, the Miami Heat aren't gonna have a chance. You gotta outdog the Boston Celtics, okay? We know that they got the firepower. We know they got the healthier bodies. You can't let them outdog you. And that's what happened, Leroy. That's what happened.
Can I just say this? First of all, when you talk about a sporting event, please keep the reason why you didn't or didn't win closer to that sporting event.
What do you mean?
When you're down by 30 or 25, 30 the whole game.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that dog. Talk about them shots.
Well,
you
yeah.
See what I'm saying? No.
If you don't bring that
you
dog,
make it sound like if we had played more like dogs, we'd make more shots. That's garbage.
No, I don't
want to hear that crap.
I don't agree. Fine.
Then you'll go ahead and use all the explanations other than scoring.
Well, the scoring was bad, but because they didn't
84 points, not because they weren't dogs.
I don't think we really brought that dog tonight, like we did in Game 2, where it was, set the tone from the jump.
and we didn't do that tonight. So, obviously when you don't have that type of dog mentality, you can get blown out by 20.
Got to bring the dog, dude.
Hold on. Dude, stop it with this nonsense.
What do you mean? They're saying it. Why are you getting mad at me?
Look, the party was nice.
Hold on. They scored 84 points.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't have a damn thing to do with dog.
I disagree.
No, it is.
I
It is
disagree.
that. That's actually exactly
they
what
disagree,
we're saying.
and they disagree.
Okay.
Bring
Bring the dog. Bring the big old dog, not the little dog. Bring the big dog and score 84 points again and see where that gets you.
Well, no. If you bring the little
Dogs
dog,
don't score 84 points.
you can't bring like a Pomeranian. You need to bring a dog with some bass in its bark. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because Caleb Martin said this yesterday after their film session. They watched that. He says, you can't pick and choose when you want to be a dog. Okay, you can't. You either are or you are not.
I just think, again, like I said, it just kind of starts with the tone. I think you set a certain tone with physicality and ball pressure and shooting the ball with confidence, no hesitation. I think you do that from the very, very jump. That sets a tone, and people feel that. So if you can't, you can't pick and choose when you're gonna be a dog. If you're doing that, then you're probably not. That's probably not you. You know what I mean? So we gotta be able to do that collectively as a team and have that type of feel and impact on them from the very jump.
Exactly, dude. Wow. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
You scored 84 points.
It's gonna be the Iditarod tonight,
Wait,
dude.
you scored 84 points and they scored 104.
Yeah, but it all started.
Wait. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If I tell you for the rest of this series, the Boston Celtics will only score 104 points, you should win the series.
I agree.
So why are you telling me in this moment, while still they're only scoring 104 points, you're talking about the dog?
Because it was
But
careless.
you only scored 84 points.
Well, because I understand what you're saying, but it was a turnover issue. Like they gave up 24 points off.
What does
turnover.
that have to do with being a dog?
You don't take care of the ball. No. Dogs take care of a ball, dude. Have you ever played fetch?
Oh, you have. You've seen it.
Yep.
You've seen it on the regular.
Yep. Ask Zeus if he'd ever give up the ball.
Look at
Never.
Never.
Right, Zeus? Where's he going?
Where's he going?
He's getting Zeus.
Come here.
Oh, okay.
Zeus.
Come here, boy.
And if he doesn't respond, that's just another sign of resilience the Miami Heat need to put
No,
on.
I'm asking. Zeus, come here.
Come here, Zeus.
Come here. Come on.
This is great.
No, Zeus.
Zeus is loose.
Here. Come here.
Zeus is loose.
Spo wasn't happy with their
Hey.
dog.
Nope.
Look.
Can't choose when you be a dog, dude. You heard Caleb.
Zeus.
It's not a dog buffet. You're like, I want
man.
that. No, I don't want that.
Maybe
He said no. No, he's good.
if you're a hungry dog.
He wasn't having it. He's like, you ain't got a toy. I ain't having it.
Look, the party
Hey,
was.
wait, hey.
Everyone was.
Hey.
having-
I get everybody wants an explanation and you want to hear something that makes you feel better, right? I am telling you right now.
Yeah.
If the Boston Celtics average 104 points for the rest of this series, you are supposed to win the series. Okay? But you scoring 84 points ain't got a damn thing to do with dog.
It was putrid.
Oh,
it was.
That ain't got nothing to do with dog.
Rancid.
Stop making it about that.
Well, they're just saying though they
Because
did.
you want an explanation. And it
No, I know
sounds
the
good.
explanations. I know
You
the-
can't win a game scoring 84 points.
because you didn't bring that dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
Got
you
it.
guys fall for it. I'm not falling for it. You can't win a game scoring 84 points. 84 points ain't got nothing to do with dog.
I feel like you're disagreeing, but like we're
I'm
not
disagreeing.
Well, how?
Because you
also-
scored 84 points.
Big factor.
Yeah. You scored 84 points.
But I'm not doing an or, like we're doing or and we're not disagreeing. Like, yes, you got to score more, but you also got to bring
I
that
love the
dog.
way you do that. You
We're not
fight me
disagreeing.
for the wait, Marcos, let me
Yeah.
tell you what this dude does. For the first 15 minutes of this argument, he's fighting me. Oh, dude, you need dog. Then at the end of it, you know what he says? You act like we're disagreeing. We're not disagreeing.
We're not disagreeing.
We're saying two different things. No.
Tell you what, we need this
I-
old Kevin Love.
I am rebunking the theory that you think they need more dog to score more than 84 points.
Oh, they do. They have
They
to.
need more offense.
But being a dog is not giving the team the basketball willy-nilly. You can't allow them to
Okay, you still held them to 104 points.
We'll take a break. We'll talk some more Heat. Back after this.
Hour of Tobin and Leroy.
Heat is sponsored by Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, home of the $8,000 trade. Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.com.
15 minutes.
Bum, bum. 15 minutes of eating for you. 560 WQAM. Got a double playoff night here in South Florida. Heat, Celtics, Game 4, Panthers, Lightning, Game 5. In fact, it's quenching my thirst, that Panthers game tonight. Because Cat Talk is always brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello. I heard you guys were looking for that dog.
Oh, you brought that dog? Who brought that dog?
Really? I thought you said we needed a big dog.
Oh, listen.
This is a big dog.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Speaking of old dogs.
You don't believe that.
Oh, I believe it, dude. I believe it.
You just said we don't need Marcos. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Did this man just say we don't need no little dog?
We did say Pomeranians.
We're not worried about. We're not going to let
anybody. What kind of dog is that, JFig?
He is a mixture of a Chihuahua and a fox.
Huh?
Oh,
okay.
Fox.
Right? Hyena.
Where did the fox hook up with him?
Hyena.
Man, Fox has got it on like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Alrighty. What the hell's that sound?
What are you doing?
What is that, dude?
Oh, can you stop putting your liquid into the microphone?
This happens all the time.
Like, all the time.
He hates us.
I tried to do it lightly, but the last time I did it, I broke the tab off, and now I have a can of soda in the thing with no tab. I don't know how to open it.
Oh, he's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This is great. Miami Heat tonight, 7:30 is your tip-off from the Kaseya Center as the Heat is going to try and clean things up. They played a very, very sloppy game against Boston, throwing the ball all over the place. It was rough to watch. It definitely was a tough, especially the first half. I mean, it's disgusting.
But can I just say this? That got nothing to do with dog.
Huh?
They got nothing to do with dog.
I disagree. We could call it. You could call it dog. You call it whatever you want. But Erik Spoelstra was very much displeased because he felt like Boston was the more physical team against Miami.
Yes, I could agree with that because here's how series go, right? The loser of the most recent game has to make adjustments, right? They made some adjustments. The Heat didn't come out like they thought that Boston was going to bring some extra effort or what have you.
I got to be honest.
What I'm saying?
See, I'm so annoyed that they have not had a playoff performance with this home playoff crowd. Hasn't gotten to enjoy a win in 5 straight games in the playoffs. The white hot was out, Leroy. The T-shirts were out. They had a sick intro video. The flames were going. You know what they even did for the Celtics as they were getting introed? What? They did the code red. They dimmed the lights and went, womp, womp, code red. And then that was about how much the Heat shot because it was just like every time they shot the ball, womp. Terrible.
Again.
Hey, the Heat lead the league in starting games down 15-2.
Yeah, it seems like
it's not the fact that we're down. It's the fact that it's always, like you said, like 15 in a row before we're like, hey, let's play basketball.
It's infuriating.
Now that portion of it, and here's the thing. When you play in series, right? The one thing you have to understand is the desperation of the team that just lost.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And you're going to get a response that's going to be far and exceed what you got the last game.
Yeah, and
you got to be ready for that. You can't come out and play the same type of game you played in the last game because that's not going to be good enough.
Flat-footed, dude. Flat-footed. Got to be up on your toes.
Nothing pisses me off more than hearing you say stuff like that. You know this.
It's whenever he talks about the toes, right?
Here was Bam on the careless.
You're not helping, JFig.
Turnovers earlier, and there was obviously a big gap in turnovers and points off turnovers. How much did the Celtics ball pressure in full court bother you guys, and how important is this battleground in the series for you guys?
No, I just told you we got turnovers because we was careless with the basketball. I don't think it really had anything to do with their pressure. So, to that question, like I said, if you watch the game, we had lackadaisical turnovers, unforced turnovers for no reason. And I feel like that was the difference.
Thank you, Bam. He really got annoyed by, see, here's what I hate about reporters. And I'm going to tell you right now. They think that they can ask a question using different words and get a different answer, right? So it looks like they asked the question, but Bam called his ass out. Wait a minute. I just told you, right?
I mean, I didn't like that one where Haywood Highsmith threw an out route to Drew Holiday. That one was really annoying.
He had to get his toes in.
I was like, what are you doing, Haywood? Why?
Listen, they were extremely careless with the basketball. And I don't understand. Here's what I can't understand. A guy who watched that whole game, right, and saw that carelessness, right? Why would he then ask the question? Did it have anything to do with the pressure that?
It was interesting, though, because I do think it's two different things. I don't think Bam experienced that game the same way that maybe a Tyler did, because even Tyler said, yeah, they were being physical with me. You're not going to be physical with Bam. He's one of the most physical players in the league. You're not
right. So there could also be this. There's certain things that go on in a basketball game, Bam is going to find as normal and not as physical, right? So his response to the same things that happened to Tyler might be totally different. For example, Tyler's not used to having guys right up in his face, bumping him, doing all kinds of stuff, pulling on his jersey, whereas Bam playing in the paint does. That's normal. That's called Tuesday.
Yeah, they need to. And look, there's a very clear thing with the South. They're trying to physically bother him, and I get it. Like, Tyler's the only guy on this team that can get off like that, especially from three. We saw that in game 2 with how electric that was, and so they're gonna try and get him to speed up again and not be as patient and take stuff that's not there. But yeah, like the silliness and the slide, that can't be there. Because look, as me as the most ardent Heat fan, I'm not like, I know that team has more firepower. You can't go out there and then also give them 20 plus points.
Give them freebies.
That's you have no hope.
Right.
But if you're gonna make this, look, tonight's a big night. Tonight is, do you make this a series or is this puppy over? Because the idea of this Heat team winning in 7 and rattling off and having a 3-1 comeback with all they're dealing with already, unlikely. But if you win this one tonight,
what all they're dealing with,
all the Heat we're dealing with no Jimmy, Duncan Robinson's walking around with the back like, oh, come on, dude, don't say that. Like, look, I'm not making excuses, but that's true. Leroy. Okay, hold on. I'm not saying.
Can I say this?
No.
Wait. Hold on. No. Let me say this.
No. I'm going to say something.
Let me say this.
Go ahead. You say something.
No, I'm going to
say something. You say something.
If you're going to say to me, if you're going to say to me,
can someone say something?
It doesn't matter. Heat in 5. Then you can't then say this.
That's not what I was going to say.
No, but that's what you've been saying.
That's not what I said.
You said, did you not say, you said Heat in 6?
Hold on. I said Heat in 6. That wasn't
okay. If you're going to say that,
it literally can't be. Hold on. It literally can't be Heat in 6 if they lose tonight. If they go down 3-1. That's not.
No, I understand that, but you understand what I'm saying. Even without Jimmy, even without the other 2 players and Terry and Dunks, right? You said it didn't matter. Heat in 6.
Okay. That's not what I was getting at, though.
Then stop. I'm saying if that's what you believe, stop giving me all these reasons as to why.
I don't understand. Let me get this straight.
Right.
If the Heat go down 3-1, which would already nuke my prediction, and me saying that plus already the circumstances of you don't have your guys, making it more unlikely, Why is that making an excuse?
Because they didn't have their guys before.
Isn't that true though?
But they didn't have their guys before, and that wasn't the reason why they couldn't
I
win.
didn't say it was the reason. I just said you're not like if you're already thin and you go down 3-1, the likelihood of them coming back from 3-1 is even more unlikely. That's not making excuses. That's the facts of life, dude.
Correct. But I'm saying, why wasn't this a reason before the series started? Is my question.
I didn't pick because I'm picking the Heat.
Oh,
I'm picking the Heat.
But
like, dude, the facts are the facts. Like when you go down,
right? That's my point.
But if they go 2-2, we're sitting pretty.
Wait, dude.
Exactly. He's so caught up in the gotcha.
No. I'm not. It's not a gotcha at all.
It is.
Here's what I'm saying to you. Okay, you always find ways out of it, right? Meaning that you come in hot. Mm-hmm. You come in hot. Like Heat and 6, Heat and 5. We're gonna make it to the finals. If we get past this, we can do this, right? And I'm the guy that says they're gonna do that without 3 of their players. Doesn't matter. Culture, the Heat, they know how to do it. And now
don't celebrate tomorrow then.
You're bringing up the stuff that I had concerns with.
They've already done it.
They've
already won the series. They can win the series. They can win this game tonight.
I'm not saying they can't. I've never said they couldn't.
What are you arguing?
Okay.
What do you think is more? Let me ask you this. What's more likely tonight, Leroy? If the Heat win tonight, is it more likely they win the series tonight if they win tonight or if they lose?
What? They go down 3-1, of course.
Of course, over, right? But if they win, still alive?
You're still alive technically with 3-1.
Okay. Don't be cute.
I'm just
be a grown up.
like, wait a minute. You're asking me not to be cute when I'm just calling you out on all your cuteness.
Just be a grown up. You know,
I'm calling you out on all your cuteness. I don't care who we do it, man.
I gotta, you know what? I still have your address in my Amazon account. I'm gonna send you some tights, some green tights, Peter Pan.
And you know what I'm gonna send you? Some Depends.
Why? I won my bet.
Send them anyway.
I'm gonna send them anyway.
Send them anyway.
I'm gonna put you on a monthly subscription.
Don't celebrate. We win tomorrow because you.
Wait.
Don't celebrate.
Don't celebrate. Here's the thing that I hate about this.
This is why This is why
as though I'm not gonna be happy if the Heat win.
Yeah, but it's like you're already thrown in the towel.
I'm not throwing in the.
You're already thrown in the towel.
No.
You've already thrown in the towel.
No.
Why don't you go put a shamrock on? Go hang out with Scalabrini.
Oh,
that's what that means. Me, if I bring these issues up before the series, I'm a hater.
Those are fighting words.
Right. Scalabrini.
No guts.
Yeah, I have no guts. If I bring this up before the series, which I did, I have no guts. I'm not a Heat fan. I'm not this, right? And I can go stating out the facts of the series have nothing to do with whether I want the Heat to win or not. Right? All these issues that you're talking about as of right now were the same issues that this Heat team had before the series started.
Not necessarily. I mean, I actually think the one thing that's shocked me is just how Kevin Love's been a non-factor in this series.
It's weird because before the series, we all talked about how Kevin Love could make somewhat of an impact, either rebounding the ball or shooting a three, and kind of. I looked at Kevin Love and their big as a wash, right? Like they're two old guys. They can just, play with one another, follow each other around or whatever, and then let Bam eat in the paint. But that hasn't been what it is because Kevin Love has hardly played because it's been so up-tempo that Spo has had to put guys in to keep up with them.
Yeah, he gave him 4 minutes last game.
Right.
I wonder if he'll give him
so I look at it, Kevin was a Horton. I look at them as a wash, right?
Him and Horford's playing. I mean, it's
playing, right? That's what I'm saying.
It's not really been a wash. I thought
it hasn't been because he's
Kevin
not
Love
playing.
was giving you the best 15 minutes of your life, and the Heat, they're getting just demolished when Bam's off the floor, like on the plus minus.
So who do you go with? Because Nico's a perimeter guy mostly.
I don't know.
You got to go with K Love, right? At least here's what Kevin Love can do. Kevin Love can rebound the ball. which is there's a lot of basketball I've watched over the weekend where the offensive team is getting 7, 5, 6, 7 extra chances.
If I see Peyton Pritchard get a rebound between two guys today, I might lose it. Intangibles.
So yeah, like I get, you know.
Ethan's calling you McLeroy Horton-Alley.
All right. I mean, that's fine. Wow. Let me tell you something. If he's calling me that, you're not too familiar with that region of America. I'm like saying the place is not too popular with the brothers, if you know what I mean.
We love Pritchard.
He's not one of us.
We love Pritchard and Cornette and Hauser.
What do you got? You are not familiar with that area of every play. Even guys on Boston's team have a problem with it up there. No way I'm gonna be Mick Leroy or
Jake
whatever.
Gatos says, "Hear me out." Orlando Robinson in spurts. I've heard you out. I'm out.
Wait, can I use that one against you?
Sure.
When you say "hear me out," I sit back and say, I've heard you out. No.
Mix it up. Coming up next.
Laundry room. First
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hey, we got your chance to see legendary metal band Megadeth.
Oh, Megadeth!
With Mudvayne.
Mudvayne.
And All That Remains.
All That Remains.
They're going to be at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm this August. To enter, log on to WQM.com/contest. It's a Live Nation show. I need some Mudvayne when we come back.
1 o'clock hour. Started off with some Mudvayne.
Mudvayne, my Mudvayne.
I got mud.
Mudvayne.
You've heard of ice in your veins. This is mud. It's different. Erik Spoelstra would love Mudvayne, dude.
He loves it, dude. He loves games in the mud.
What the hell is wrong?
I love the. It's different.
It's different.
It's totally different.
Let's get to the mixed bag here. Frog Boy, welcome back.
Woo!
The mixed bag not only brought to you by Mudvayne, but by Broward Health. Well into your future.
Whoa! Welcome back to me, says me.
I've got to say, Tobin has missed you. His
you know
face
Oh my
glowed
God.
when he saw
I just
you.
saw what Mudvayne looks like.
Hmm?
Holy crap.
Do they look like they'd be called Mudvayne?
Yup.
I like that.
Hold on. Now I got to look.
I gotta check this out too. Oh my goodness!
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, look how they spell it too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They're so
Mudvayne.
cute.
Yeah, this is Totes
What?
Adored, I believe is the correct way to pronounce this.
Hey.
Totes
Totes
Adored.
adorbs.
Didn't they star in was that Living Dead show?
The Walking Dead? Yeah, they look
Walking Dead.
These are definitely
Pretty close.
They would scare them. If they walked on the set for The Walking Dead, they would scare all those people off.
I can't wait to come back with some Mudvayne. This is gonna be good.
Make
what
sure
do you
it's possibly censored. Just saying.
I'm
Fair.
pretty sure it's just going to sound like.
No, because I'm
That's
looking at a
the
I'm looking
first
at a
20
picture.
seconds, yeah.
I'm looking at a picture and one of the guys has something on his forehead.
Yeah,
that
profane.
it
Yeah,
definitely makes
exactly.
sure-
You're not. No.
Guys,
I can't
I
post
deal
that.
with Danny Green on a weekly. You think I'm not ready for a dumb button?
hey, he didn't disappoint when you weren't here either.
Love it.
Yep. What do you got today for the mixed bag?
You guys want to feel good? I want to feel.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
Yes.
woe. We got Marlins
Please.
woes. We got Heat woes. Let's feel good about something.
We got
that's-
woes bombs.
woes bombs. Woes knows. Apparently Cat knows as well. And Cat, I mean Carl Anthony Towns knows
Oh.
what we've been privy to this entire time. Now, if you open up our what's that thing that the Pirates used to have? Is that a
Telescope?
No, I feel like telescopes are bigger. Can you whatever? On the
I think it is
telescope.
a telescope.
That's just a
spyglass?
Spyglass. I feel like pirates use spyglasses. And our boy Tobin's has one pointed in the area of Minnesota for this specific player,
Oh.
who Carl Anthony Towns
He's good.
anoints
He's so good.
as the face of
He's
the
not
league.
allowed to point.
He the face of the league. I've been saying that. He hate when I say it, but it's true. Like I said, future's so bright. I gotta put the sunglasses on most of the time when I'm walking around with him.
Anthony Edwards, face of the league.
Dude,
He's
did
good.
you see that dunk where he just ended up like 5 feet off the ground with like a little bunny hop?
It's crazy.
He flies.
KD got the hell out of the way.
Yeah, and it's we've seen a lot of changing of the guard, if you will, and they are not doing it gracefully. I'll tell you what, they knocked out the Warriors. Now KD's on the way home. The Lakers are about to go down. It really is a changing of the guard.
Yep.
Someone else on their way home potentially could be making a pit stop. But according to Charles Barkley, it won't be at the spot we usually expect them to go to. Mr. Barkley says he's not even going to send the Pelicans to Cancun following their exit from the playoffs. This is what he had to say.
Disappointing on us. Where they going, Chuck? Galveston. That dirty ass water. We're not even gonna send them to Cancun. We're gonna send them to Galveston with that dirty ass water be washed up on the shore. You people think they're in the beach. Y'all we gonna send y'all to Cancun. Y'all drive y'all quit. Drive your ass down to Galveston. Oh, man.
You know the worst part about
They
that?
didn't even try, man. We're not getting them no plane ticket to the beach. We sitting there as to Galveston, Texas, right where that dirty water washed up on the beach. They can't even get in the water. Oh man.
Oklahoma City. 180.
You know what's amazing? How Shaq just he know Chuck.
He's tickled.
He just send him over. He just tee him up. Where they gonna send him, Chuck?
Apparently, though, word got back.
Galveston's upset.
Yeah, there's some potential that Galveston.
I believe the Beehive's upset.
Indeed, Beyonce fans, they're in the running with Taylor Swift fans in regards to how intense they can be with their love of their leader. So this is Charles Barkley's fake apology to try and save face.
I don't want the Beehive and Jay after Chuck. Those, I apologize. I do not want the Beehive and Jay after me.
So how do you like Galveston now? It's beautiful.
We're not going there. Would you go on vacation?
You got a
oh,
chance.
hell no, I ain't going on vacation.
You've got a chance to wipe the slate clean here.
I would go to, let me tell you something. That water's so dirty, I'd rather go to San Antonio. I'd rather go to San Antonio with them big old women. No, I'm not going to Galveston. I want to go to the beach down in the river walk and watch them big old women walk around San Antonio.
So you know what? So you know what's
There's no chill.
Okay, so you know what? We're going to
rather go, Chuck? San Antonio. That's what they invented Victoria.
You hear Shaq? Shaq is the hype man.
They can't get in them cute little underwear. They wear bloomers down in San Antonio. Oh my God.
Somehow,
Victoria's Secret down there.
Somehow we are going to transition from that to this.
You like no parts of Texas.
He doesn't, apparently.
Wait a minute.
He just trashed.
In an apology to Galveston. He trashed San Antonio.
And
Like
still
he
went
trashed the whole map, really.
That's good. Charles Barkley, he's cool.
Like, wait, and he ain't got a body by Jake either. Like, let's not.
He was called the round mound of rebound.
Right.
And that was when he was in shape.
I do like the idea though of like not everybody gets to go to Cancun. If you don't show any pride in your series, you get sent to into some dirty water.
I mean, is there any, like, I'm trying to think. Is that Gulf water in?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember when I was in Louisiana, every time I went to the Gulf, it was not like it's kind of dirty. It's just not that clear water we get on the East Coast.
Nah,
absolutely not.
Not at all. What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Got a little something here from the Miami Dolphins draft.
Oh,
this is going to give you goosies if you are interested in Miami Dolphins football. The Dolphins picked up edge rusher Mohamed Kamara with the 158th pick. That was the 5th round. And
is that Alvin Kamara related to Alvin Kamara?
Don't think so.
There's not a whole bunch of Kamaras running around.
True. And the answer is not related to each other in any way.
All right.
That's strange. Maybe they don't know. Either way, Mo was upset that he dropped to the 5th round. This is what he had to say.
Man, to be honest, I'm very excited, but I also am very, very angry going the round that I did. That's just my personality. I knew I could have went higher, and I wanted to go higher, but the lovely team of Miami picked me up, and I'm gonna give them that burning desire. You know what I mean? I have a chip on my shoulder, so it just got even greater, so everybody else, all 31 other teams, look out, because the way I'm about to play against these guys, you should have picked me before. You know what I mean? That's just the type of person I am. So, respect to those guys, and I'm grateful for Miami for picking me up, but I know what I'm going to bring to the field, and every other team have to see me.
Man, that is goosey.
Here's what I would say.
I like that.
I don't know nothing about this young man. Right? Control what you can control. You can be upset. You can say all those things,
You aren't raining on my parade, are you, Leroy?
Yes,
You
I am.
are- Okay.
And you can mean exactly what you say.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But
guess
A-Chan,
we'll wait and see then.
A-Chan is the running back. You might not get that opportunity as much
That's
as
not
you would
the
like.
that's not the running back. That
No,
was
it's
the
not the running
linebacker.
back. That was an edge rusher there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mo
not
Kamara's the edge rusher. They,
Oh.
Jalen Wright is the one who
Jalen Wright. He
gonna
didn't
be-
say that. Okay. Let me take that back. Let me take
Jalen
that
Wright said on Twitter similarly and more succinctly, they done effed up.
back.
I like that.
This guy, Kamara,
Yeah,
he's gonna play a lot.
he might,
No, he is.
especially early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is. Like, I don't know what the hell you think with your medical degrees and all that about
do you
how
mean?
guys just gonna bounce back from some severe
Well,
injuries.
it is interesting because
It's interesting that now everybody's backtracking.
well, here's this. So you have like Chubb and Phillips. You know how like they're best friends, right? But now I've learned that Kamara and Chop Robinson have already been working out before they even and then they end up drafted on the same team together. So now you have the old best friends now have to stave off the young lions.
Nah, it won't be. No, it won't be that. It won't be like that.
Mo Chop. What do we call him?
It won't be like that.
Mo Choppers.
It won't be like that. The old guys will help the young guys out. Want to be as successful as possible.
Yeah, but you don't think that they'll be like, hey, here come the
They
geezers.
can't play. They can't do nothing about it.
Here come the rehab twins.
Grandpa's coming in.
What you guys got? You got Pilates today?
Oh, there goes Chubb.
You working in the pool?
Dude,
need help?
you think football is more sinister than like life? Like, what are you doing? No, nobody thinks like that.
Well, then I'm glad. Sounds like the Dolphins have 4 studs, and then old Shaq Barrett too. You know, he could be a wily one.
Forgot about that.
You know, give us some Melvin Ingram weeks.
Oh,
is he available still?
No, he is not.
I always
Boy,
think.
can I just tell you?
Went back to that well.
Can I just tell you? There was nothing about when he was playing that led me to believe he was ready for the moment.
I mean, he did win AFC.
No. I'm talking about when they brought him back.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the best situation.
Great first stint.
I don't like how chummy he was with those Chiefs, though. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll take a break. Final hour coming up after this.
Coming you
This isn't Mudvayne.
This isn't Mudvayne.
It's too happy.
This is Patrice. This is Patrice Russian.
This is Evelyn King.
Evelyn King.
There you go.
Mixed up.
So this is what I can only do this in seconds to the Twitch audience, but it'll sound great on radio.
Mm-hmm.
This is what normal lovey-dovey music sounds like. Great hit, jolly, happy.
Very happy.
Now, time for Scream With Me by Mudvayne.
Going to be a lot more swallowing the microphone.
Yeah, I need more of that.
Yeah. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Heat, they take on the Celtics tonight. 7:30 is your tip-off from the Kaseya Center. 6:15 is pre-Heat. No Rozier, of course, remains out with his neck injury. DeLon Wright will return after the birth of his daughter. Congratulations to DeLon Wright.
Excellent.
Florida Panthers, they're going to try and bust out the top hats and monocles tonight. 7 o'clock, Game 5 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. You can hear that on AM 790. The Marlins blew a 7-0 lead. They lost to the Washington Nationals 12-9. Oof. Unreal. Woo! I know, Joe. I'm telling you, dude.
Oof.
I mean, Jesus. 6-23 on the year.
It is impressive how they continue to find new ways to lose, though.
Yep. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight losses for the Fish after splitting a series with the Cubs. 6 straight losses. Series wraps up tonight. If anybody's going to be tuning into that one, Marlins and Nationals.
Is a 4-game series called the wraparound series?
It is a wraparound series. The old wraparound series, Leroy.
Why is it called the wraparound series? I really don't know. And me asking you, are you going to yell at me for asking you?
I think it's. I mean, I don't mean to make it sound simple. I think it's just because it wraps around the weekend. I think that's how it is.
All right.
Oh, so it goes Friday to Monday.
Friday to Monday. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
That is very good. That is the answer, actually.
Dolphins wrapped up their draft and took Chop Robinson first round, Patrick Paul second round. There was some pushback from the Dolphins brass because a lot of people saying, "Well, I don't know if these guys are going to help you this year." And here's what Mike McDaniel had to say to those pundits out there
about the pushback.
Okay.
We don't really worry about what
That's
other
not
scouts
Mike
do.
McDaniel.
Well, you see, that's why, because it has pushback in the title. That's why I was like,
It's Chris Grier.
All righty. Well, then we'll do the other one.
Just because the player has an upside, that we had a very deliberate approach to the entire draft on getting guys on the team that would compete and make us better right now. And some guys are determined by other people that they have a higher ceiling or whatever. We just get the guys in the building and let them prove that themselves.
So my question is this, and I hate this aspect of professional sports because this only happens in football, right? The number 1 pick in baseball isn't expected to be in the big leagues week 1.
No.
It happens, but he's not expected to. The number 1 player in hockey. It happens, but he's not expected to. Even in basketball, as great as a guy is, when he gets into the league, they view his prime as 26, 27.
Yep.
Right? Why in football, you draft a 21, 22-year-old guy, and he's supposed to be an impact player right away? Is football different?
No.
I mean, everybody needs development.
Receivers are kind of blowing up the league right away.
But it happened. No, there are exceptions to every rule. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm saying every player that comes into the league, I don't care where you are drafted, has to develop. Now, there's some guys, depending on their position, can develop on the fly. Sometimes offensive linemen can come in right away, and the skills that they possess, they can perform right away, but they're still developing. Guys that play wide receiver, sometimes their speed, right, enables them to be successful right away. However, to become the full player, it takes a little bit of time as far as reading defenses, running routes, and stuff like that. Same thing with running backs. Sometimes a running back comes in and he possesses so much natural talent that he can run away from everybody or run over everybody or do that.
HM made an impact right away last year.
Right. But I'm saying, because he ran away from everybody. But as his career develops, he's going to become a more complete player. Either that is with pass protection, either it is with running routes, that is with reading defenses and how to set up blocks and things like that. So why do we have a problem when they say he's not going to be an impact player right away?
I think the thing that people get weird about it with the draft is like in the first couple rounds, everybody feels like everybody's afraid to reach. Like that's the thing. Everybody's it's a reach. And then like in the back end of the draft, it's all, oh, that guy's the hidden gem. You know, like it's
right,
all
right. That's just it.
Nobody hates the back end of the draft because most of us haven't watched a lot of these guys.
But here, for some reason, every draft in every professional sport is prospecting, right? So your higher prospects go in the first few picks and so forth and so on, right? But let's not act like all of your prospects hit. And we have examples of where there's guys that were picked where they were picked, and some people thought that was too high. Mm-hmm. Nobody wanted Randy Moss. Nobody wanted Dan Marino. They had, 5 quarterbacks go before him? Hell, nobody wanted Tom Brady. He was like damn near the last pick in the draft. So let's not act like of all of these people making comments on the draft and the success and failure of the draft, like they know what the hell they're talking about either.
Don't forget about Froggy 49er over here, who's favorite Brock Purdy.
Whoa, I mean, he's
right.
Good. He's good. Remember,
right,
good.
Right.
Value right there.
It is value. I can't disagree with
not
that.
Anymore.
It is. Well, no, he's not paid yet, but they got to pay they got to pay other people.
Right. So like while we sitting here and while we're sitting here and trying to, criticize or critique all of the draft picks and where guys got drafted, keep in mind, I didn't have a problem with who Atlanta drafted because of the position. I had a problem of why would you pay a quarterback with a torn Achilles $100+ million and then draft a guy who's also been injury prone?
Yeah, that's by far the weirder question.
Right.
Is like,
right. It's not about drafting a quarterback.
Yeah, we see guys. Look, if you like your quarterback, you like your quarterback to go for Michael Penix. Is it early for Michael Penix? Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. We saw it was a crazy year for quarterbacks, 6 in the first 12 picks.
Right.
But I don't understand the Kirk Cousins thing. That just makes it strange.
Right. That's it's the combination of both that have me question the draft pick. Like here, if you're gonna draft a quarterback, you better draft one that's healthy as an ox. Okay? Because you got a quarterback who you don't know. They signed him $100+ million. They have no idea what his return is gonna look like.
Yeah, it'd be like if the Dolphins gave Tua the extension and then drafted Michael Penix. Like it's strange.
Right.
I don't get it.
Right.
Anyway. Well, here's Chris Grier. This is his assessment on people who say their picks can't help this year.
We don't really worry about what other scouts and other people say. It's about dealing for the Miami Dolphins and how we feel where the player is at this stage and what he needs to do to develop as a player and what he can contribute and do. And we're always talking about how we think the player fits in and what he can contribute this year, possibly. There's no guarantees or absolutes, but we feel strongly in the players and believe in them. And this isn't, we're still trying to win this year. This is not about worrying about 2-3 years down the line. We're all about having the best team possible to win games this season.
There you go. Chris Grier.
You know what's crazy is that, there's a lot of people who thought Ryan Leaf was better than was that the Peyton Manning draft?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who thought Ryan Leaf was better, right? let's not forget what happened when the Raiders drafted with Purple Syrup out of LSU. I forgot his name.
Marcus
Russell.
DeMarcus Russell.
Call him
Right? Right. Let's not like there. It happens. It happens. But at the time, listen. At the time, anybody who had the first pick in the draft would have taken JaMarcus Russell. Right? Like we making it sound like that was the only team that made this mistake.
Well, but mostly Al Davis is going to take
Right.
Russell.
Right.
Mostly.
So like it happens. It happens all the time.
But even that's like the Dolphins are in a different position than that. Like it's not like they're even rebuilding or know what the talent is or whatever. Like the Dolphins, I think everybody thinks that you screwed up or you messed up because you didn't get us guys that can help you win the division this year. And
but how do you know that?
We don't. Like that's I think the point. Like
that's my point. Like, okay, so if they were to draft this other guy, there's no guarantee he was going to work. All you're doing is taking information you have based on what your team is, how your team is comprised, and try to do the best you can to kind of further along what you've been building on. Now, what makes it tougher in this situation, you have no idea when Chubb and Jalen Phillips are coming back. No idea. You like to think you have an idea, but they ain't playing football yet. So do I understand why they would get some players? Because keep in mind, defensive line, you rotate anyway. So even if you're going to protect those guys when they come back and give them limited minutes or limited plays, you still need to have some guys that can come in and play while they're out.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
WQAM.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy, 560 WQAM. Game 4 tonight. Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, first round series, 7:30. Giving away white T-shirts again today for White Hot Heat. That's my favorite thing. I love when Mike Biamonte gets to bully the people and to put in the shirts on. Love it.
Wow, what is
they
it?
think he's gonna leave, and he's not.
Oh,
He's like, put the shirt on.
Ooh.
And then they think they wave, they think they're cute when they throw the shirt, like they put it in front of them. He goes,
no.
He goes, now put it on.
Love that.
He's relentless.
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
mean, come on.
There's a lot of people that paid a lot of money for them seats and them outfits.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Be a team, be a fan and put on your damn white T-shirt. That's
Go
what
to the
we're here
regular
for.
season if you want to be
Yeah,
seen.
if you want to wear what you want to wear, cool. Or you want to wear the sexy outfit and you want to wear the fly outfit, wear white. I'm talking to you too, Ricky Rose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Too busy beefing with Drake. Make sure you're wearing white, buddy.
Let's go. Get it together, people. All right. It's white hot Heat playoffs. Been the same thing now, year after year after year. Get it together. All right.
How would you have felt? You were a fan of what they did prior to tip off in regards to the Code Red thing. But
Genius.
How
Great
would
game
you have
ops.
felt if for one game they decided to do red hot and then instead of the whiteout?
Nope.
Well, we would have lost by 20 anyway,
Nope.
so I understand why it wouldn't.
No, why would I want to do that? They did do that. I think
I remember that.
05 was the red zone.
I remember red.
By the way,
And they did back in black.
Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis did what he wanted.
Yeah. Because we were wearing the wrong color.
Okay.
Should be red.
Okay.
That's all you wanted to say is that just Kristaps
Yeah.
Porzingis, by the way, did what he wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody really did what they wanted in that first quarter. They just did less of what everybody wanted to do. The Heat just did nothing.
They have some ugly starts, like both of these teams.
Here was Love, who played 4 minutes in the last game. This is him on what he saw in that performance yesterday after practice, and if they can bounce back from it.
Yeah, I think the Celtics inserted their will. They did a lot of things that, on the defensive end maybe made us uncomfortable. On the offensive end, we just didn't take advantage of, our ball movement, some of our mismatches, some of the guys that we wanted to attack on that side of the ball. But I think we have a way better game plan for tomorrow. But so much of it was mental. It wasn't even the game plan. I thought we had a really great setup of our game plan. We just didn't execute on both sides of the ball, and a lot of that was, just up here between the ears, just making sure that we execute that and let the chips fall. But I don't think that we played as hard, as we typically do last night. And I think that just wasn't our identity. That wasn't who we are. So we can have a lot better effort tomorrow.
Used identity like Spo, Goosies.
Because they're the same age, dude.
Goosies.
You're doing it again, Leroy.
What?
You did it to Haslam last year. Now you're age shaming Kevin Love.
I'm not age shaming. It's a fact.
It's not that old.
Yeah, he's only 35.
Kevin Love.
He's the same age as Jimmy.
Yep.
Why do we feel so much differently about
By the way,
Caleb than Jimmy?
Jimmy laid down the jinx. He's not the same age. Jimmy's a year younger, but Jimmy laid down the jinx on us during the
Probably the
broadcast.
salt and pepper.
I liked it though. What else is he supposed to say?
I don't know.
Just not that. He just
It's not that.
Don't talk about.
Don't get
numbers.
freezing cold taked in the middle of the game.
Oh, when he said, just let us get one?
No, he's like, he then did an interview where he goes, we're going to go up 2-1.
And then about 5 minutes later, we were down by 20.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Jimmy.
And then
is
once again,
that
we had Hauser and Jason Tatum just hitting 3 after 3.
Here's the thing about a player or Jimmy. I don't care that they think that. You got to believe that.
Yeah, you got to be a
Right?
goldfish. What? That's what Ted Lasso says, right? Short memory.
Huh.
What?
Got to be a goldfish. Like that.
We're not taking quotes from Ted Lasso, dude. Why do you make it?
He's a good coach. He's a good coach. Goldberg's a good goalie. Put him on the same team.
Goldberg, though, he's tough.
First of all, If that's the case, then B
Hard
should be the
time.
Panthers goalie.
No, we already got an award winner.
Vezina.
Mhm.
About to be 3-time Vezina. Does he get a scooter?
Wow, you think so? I don't think is that the same company?
Or is that Vespa?
I think
It's
it's the
Vespa.
best.
Oh my goodness.
-1.
Isn't Vezina a person?
-1.
No, that's Vecna from Stranger
I didn't know if
Things.
I didn't know if like
That's,
I didn't know if it was like the George Foreman grill, like
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
this Vezina, he was the greatest goalie ever, but he invented scooters. Put his name on it.
oh, it's a Z.
He's like, he goes, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do post career, Vezina? He goes, I got a great investment opportunity.
go.
With scooters.
Here you go. George Vezina.
Was he the
Ooh.
greatest? When did he goaltend?
Ooh. Well,
Seemed like the Jason
why,
mask.
why did you pipe down while I read this story, you jackass?
Sure.
Jesus.
Vezina collapsed during a game in 1925 and was diagnosed as having tuberculosis, which he died of in 1926.
Jeez.
Okay, but was he a good goalie though?
You shaming me for something that literally happened 100 years ago?
I don't know. Like that's what the trophy was named after. And if I put the spelling up, 9 out of 10 people pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, I know. It looks like Veniza, right?
Vezina.
Vezina.
Vezina, yeah. Only 2 Stanley Cups, huh?
So he didn't invent the scooter.
No, not the same guy. Died in 1929, 26, 29.
When did the scooter get invented?
Vespa. I don't think scooters were invented when he died, but we'll just keep going.
They barely had cars, you jackass.
Oh,
wait. They had that bicycle with the one big wheel and the tiny little wheel in the back.
1946.
What was invented in 1946?
The Vespa.
Really? Is that old?
Not the same guy.
No, it was Borodino Deschiani.
That dude from the Canadiens already won the award like 6 times by then.
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
We'll take a quick break. Back after this. right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Hey, the NBA and NHL postseasons are underway, and we got a great way for you to watch the games, giving away a $250 gift card to Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. For your chance to win, go to WQAM.com/contest to enter. That's simple. Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Eat, drink, play, watch sports. Let's get to a little all right. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
To close out the day, my all right goes to Conor McGregor.
All right.
Making investments, Leroy. Making investments. He has bought a piece of bare knuckle fighting championships. So they have brought Conor McGregor into the fold.
That is a brutal sport.
See, nothing ever came from that incident at the FTX arena at the time.
I think it got dismissed.
Alrighty. Well then, keep it going, baby.
I think he got dismissed. He'll be I think he's fighting, and his return is June 29th, I think, against Michael Chandler.
Goosies?
Of course, Goosies.
Nice.
Of course, Goosies. So we all really want to see is we want to see if the guy fights. Not been very good at that lately, but see if he can dial it up, especially after breaking his leg.
Hey, the level of crazy in fighters seems to grow exponentially with the amount of losses they get added to their record.
Agreed.
Like, even think of when Mike Tyson started going downhill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
We were reading during the break. Mike Tyson has said that he's given up weed and sex for the last 6 weeks in preparation for the Jake Paul fight. He's looking to be in the best shape. This guy's trying to convince me. I'm going to sprinkle something on him.
Is it working?
I'm definitely something on him. I mean, he seems interested. He's
I think I go like this, JFig. I don't think I can think a 60-year-old is going to win a fight, but I'll bet on him. I also don't love the fact that they're wearing giant gloves. Like, I wish Mike Tyson
Like,
had to
it almost looks like you know when you go to like a bar and they put the big ass gloves on people. It's
Yeah.
almost like that,
No, they're essentially wearing sparring gloves. That's what they're wearing.
right?
So
that
but,
Tyson can't hurt Jake Paul.
anyway, my oh no goes to Joel Embiid. You know, like,
Oh, no.
Still going with this.
every time you think this dude is not going to top himself with the whining and throwing people under the bus, he goes and does it to his own fan base. It's just a rotten move by him. But I will say, I'm not saying, task at hand, because obviously we got a must win tonight. We got task at hand. But looks like it's shaping up for a very interesting summer. Very interesting.
You see what he's doing, huh, Jennifer?
Very interesting. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying.
You don't have to say nothing. We know.
We know. We read between your lines.
We know.
What do you got, Leroy?
My all right is going to go to the young men that got drafted to the Dolphins. I want to wish them luck. Doesn't matter where you got drafted. You make of your career what you want, and I look forward to seeing this opportunity. It's guys that I haven't seen play football, so I'm excited to watch them play. My oh no, and I hate doing this because it was rather funny, but Charles Barkley, you can't.
Oh, no.
Say, my man, you can't apologize to one part of Texas while blasting another part of Texas. Right?
That was a great apology.
He goes, the water in Galveston is muddy, but I want to apologize to Galveston. I would rather hang out with the big women in San Antonio.
That's so bad.
It's like, and although I was amused, and you should probably give an oh no to Chuck, right? Because Chuck is my Tobin, right?
Oh,
no. Shaq is my Tobin. He know what to say to get Chuck going. Tell him what you nigga San Antonio, Chuck.
He was having the greatest time.
Shaq is just egging him on. Shaq ain't got to take no heat, and he knows that Barkley is gonna step in it.
Well, Shaq would never fat shame. He's the chief fun officer of Carnival.
Yeah, but wait, you talk about two guys who on that set are the biggest human beings on planet Earth. How they gonna fat shame anybody?
I don't know. You're not letting
Anybody, all I got to say is if Shaq want to call somebody fat, like they talk about Wilson down in New Orleans. Can I mention Celtic Shaq? Exactly.
JFig, what do you got?
Well, guys, after 15 years of not touring the U.S., I was finally able to check off a band from my concert checklist.
Mudvayne?
Bucket list. No, not yet. On Friday, I went to go see the Veronicas, and it was the highlight of my weekend. So that is my all right.
The Veronicas.
They are an Australian band.
Are they women?
They are twin sisters.
Oh, that's cool.
What's that?
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Do they play the didgeridoo? What do you got for your 0-0?
Okay. Well, it was worth it, by the way. 15 years was worth waiting. And my well, I was going back and forth watching the Panthers and the Heat. And after halftime, I stayed watching the Panthers.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried. I was rats off a ship. I tried.
It was hard. It was a struggle. Like it's one thing to get blown out 140 to 120. It's another thing to get blown out 104 to 84. That's excruciating.
What about you, Marcos? Welcome back.
Thank you.
After many days away, what are your all rights and 0-0s?
So I'm kind of at a crossroads in life here, gentlemen. I have an all right and I have an 0-0 that could kind of be either. So I'm going to start with one that intrigued me, and I want to know if you guys saw this same thing as well. It was something that we had previewed before the draft had begun. Bill Belichick has a personality, guys. I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
I've told you that.
I don't like it.
It is something that I'm not sure, because at times I hear it, and I'm happy to see him no longer the curmudgeon that we know. But then it's like, am I really going to have to see this guy every single Monday on Pat McAfee? This was him during the draft.
All we know is tonight was awesome, and thank you.
Is there any chance I could be on your show during the fall?
Desperate, like Mondays?
Shameless.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I was in Detroit. I got fired twice in Detroit.
Okay.
In 76, after the season, they fired us, right? But then they couldn't get Knox to come, so they rehired us and then fired us in 77. And so I don't want to get fired here tonight and make it a hat trick.
No, how about you get hired? How about every Monday this fall?
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Hey,
that's it, man. Let's go. Let's see if we can work it out.
Shameless. Wow. Jesus. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it, although I was happy to see him smiling, I don't want to hear him every Monday. I'm tired of Bill Belichick. He gets my 0-0.
Oh, no.
Really?
Wow.
Wait, so you don't like seeing people like in a different light till you realize, hey, he's not a curmudgeon. It was just an act.
No, definitely not.
Really?
I still don't
I
trust
do a show with you. Everybody thinks I hate you.
Snake, dude.
Do you not understand that?
Nobody thinks you hate me.
Yes. They go, are you gonna kill Tobin this week? I'm like, dude, we hang out all the time. What are you talking about?
It's more like they question how he puts up with you, because I've heard it several times.
Yes. They don't. Nobody really believes. No, they really hang out.
And then they wonder if it's all an act, and it's really not.
Right. Like, is that not possible?
You know,
No.
actually,
The only time you've ever yelled at me, let me say, whenever I have a question about work, whenever I call Tobin, the only time he's ever got mad at me is when I ask him a hockey question.
It was a lot.
It's not just hockey questions. You ask me really detailed hockey
He
questions.
really got mad at me. It's like,
No.
I don't understand why you got so mad.
What is so what's your all right?
They're both.
That's both?
Both of them. Okay, look, let me just say that was my no, because I don't want to hear from him every Monday. I do want to bring up something. As I was in Detroit for the show with Crowder, I'm a fan of the show. I actually attended and hit me with a Leroy and Goosey's. They were celebrating their anniversary, so all the way in Detroit. Still got fans over there.
Nice.
Well, you know, I had school there, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I think they were from Miami specifically. It wasn't an Ann Arbor connection.
Hey,
I think
went from. You go from
his
Miami
wife
to
was from Detroit. You know, he went from, of course, you gotta-
hardcore Doll fans.
Yeah, indeed. Honestly, some of the best Doll fans live outside of South Florida.
Did you follow my rules for the weather?
Avoid the cold.
No.
Go shirtless. You know, I did not indeed follow
Maybe next
your
time.
rules. Next time. There's another opportunity for sure.
That's why you were cold.
That's right. Stupid jacket.
Well, you towed around a sweater, dude. You should be okay.
Why is it still cold there?
I don't understand. I really didn't understand.
What about Punxsutawney Phil? Didn't he tell everybody it was going to be cool?
Well, I
Hold
need to
on.
speak.
You trust anything from New England? Or is it in Pennsylvania?
That's why I don't want Bill Belichick on my team.
Once, like, you know, Punxsutawney Phil better watch out. One more season, Joel Embiid will call him out.
Punxsutawney Phil got fired.
A little chilly on the drive to the arena tonight. Okay, so that was my no. My all right is I'm not sure if you guys have seen pictures of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Have you seen these pictures that are circulating around the internet following their victory over the Miami Heat?
No.
Well, apparently they have hit the town. I believe they were seen at 11, which, as you may know, is a 24-hour strip club. And I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I think they were also, you know, somewhere in South Beach.
Did you say 11's a 24-hour strip club? So they got 6 a.m. boobies?
Oh, yeah, for
They
sure.
basically have this the whole time.
Really?
Exactly. But unlike the experience,
Stripper take a nap?
I mean, depends on what. Maybe she just got to work. Depending on more or less what club they went to, can explain these pics that are going around, and it is my all right. I am positive that they have the South Beach flu after seeing these pics of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. More or less, they have been with the South Beach flu, and I am.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey.
All night in Miami will do that to you.
Hey,
What is
Jaylen Brown has no chin.
I know.
Wow.
So with that
And I feel like I want to play that Geico song. Everywhere I go with the caveman.
All right, everybody. That's our show for today.
right.
We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Anybody miss me? No? Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, hold on. I'm not saying. Hold on.
Can I
No.
say
No.
this?
No.
Can I- wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
Let me say
No.
this.
I'm going to say
Let
something
me
first.
say this.
No,
Go
let
ahead.
me say this.
Go ahead. You say something.
No, I'm
Then I'm
going
going
to
to say something. You say
And
something.
then after you two are done, I got something to
If
say.
you're gonna say to me,
Can someone say something?
Hope you mother have a good day.